Yes, we're going to keep the ball on the ground! Coll Donaldson!
Speech!
Go on, take it away.
Got it, Coll! That's all you say, all you.
Is it Collin Donaldson?
No, it's Coll, mate.
Is it?
Like the
Collin
aisle.
Donaldson's like a president of a bowling club or something. Heard a lot about him being caught cheating the fees. So Coll?
Aye.
Coll Donaldson?
Uh-huh. No,
Strange
two
on that.
L's.
Double.
Two L's?
Heard a lot about this guy. Huge character in the game.
Oh, he's a massive character, mate.
It's a myth.
Days in the life, mate, he's the biggest character if I've done it.
All right.
Wasn't well, no, ain't he? How'd I go?
I've had to go.
The hair's
Right, there's no lot of it left.
The hair's looking well.
It's a wee bit windy today as well on the way up.
Oh, don't say that. That's why I've got a hat on.
Falkirk skipper, mate.
Credible that, mate. Credible. Take it away, mate. Just tell us everything about Falkirk.
It's been really good, mate. From when I signed in League One to where we are now, sort of exceeded expectations. Thoroughly enjoying it and just try to get back out on that pitch. So I've had a bad injury, so
What's up, mate?
tore my groin tendon. So had an operation on that, and then when I was coming back, tore my adductor. So
Took that.
That was
That
towards
groin injury happened in McGlynn's office, somebody said.
That was towards the end of last season you done it as well, wasn't it?
So I'd sort of thought something was up, but just kept playing because we were close to winning that league, and then went and got a scan towards like 3 weeks of the season left, and the surgeon said, no, you need full reconstructive surgery. So just been one thing after another, but hopefully back soon. The boys aren't exactly missing me. They've been doing all right, so hopefully.
Stand up, he gave it, I seen him in the car park, mate, gave it a right bash. How long have you been thinking about the outfit? Just stand up, let's see it.
No, I'm not standing
let's
up.
see it.
No, I'm not standing up.
Full outfit?
Full outfit, huh?
No, it's not the full
There we go,
outfit.
aye.
It's no. You messaged me last week and I thought I've not got many things that I could go on that podcast with. So we actually get fined for new clothes at Falkirk.
What do you mean?
So if you bring in something new to wear, then we
You get fined for it?
Aye, we Calvin will find you a fiver. So you'll be watching this buzzing. I'll be a fiver the morning.
Let's see if you could get, what's John McGlynn's everyday gear like? I think he just wears Falkirk gear
Falkirk
constantly.
Football gear.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
What, he gives it a bash?
How's a wee go?
What, like, waistcoat?
We on quarter zips, knitted numbers and that. Aye, he's all right.
Has he got a bit, huh?
Does he know, like, rotate, like, 3 baseball caps or something like that? Was he not talking about that, no? I'm sure he said that.
Have you seen him in the winter? Have you seen him in the winter with a woolly hat and then he puts the baseball
Cap on
cap on
top
top?
Does he?
That's tremendous.
What a guy.
You love him, don't you?
What? I love him, mate. Really love him.
Do you still speak to him as much?
Message, if we hear a big result, I'll always get a message from which I think's amazing. Dale McInnes another one. If you get a good result, you'll get a text.
So
from
did you
Dale.
message John McGlynn after Aberdeen game?
Messed him after Aberdeen game. Quite tight. I really like him. But that squad you've got, mate. Misses have came for League One. The team spirit in there is amazing. Like I said, that day in the life, it's a good change in a minute.
Really, really good, mate. I think that's what has been the sort of basis to our success, the foundations. I think we're all pals, you know what I mean? We've been 2 holidays now when club's been good enough to send us away to Ibiza, so we're all really, really tight. There's been a few loan signings in now, so the dynamic will be a slight change, but that's up to the gaffer and then obviously the senior players to manage to keep that culture. We talk about building a culture, and the culture in there is really, really good.
I can't wait for Ibiza stories for this podcast.
Did McGlynn go to Ibiza?
No, he does. Do you know that's where he goes his summer holidays, Ibiza, but
So?
I think he goes to
Who he's
the
missing?
quiet bit. I takes missus.
He
couple
says
of
he's got
weeks.
his missus clipping up games of football.
She'll do the opposition.
Then you listen to
and
Open Goal, you've listened to it.
Aye, from day dot. I was just saying to Slaney there, I remember the first episode that Slaney ever did. Joe Chalmers, we were at Inverness together and Joe was with Paul at Celtic, and
Paul, I like that.
Joe had said, right, troops, there's this guy that was in the youth system with me at Celtic, he's doing a podcast and we have to listen to it, he's a hero. And then he listened to it and see that sort of banter, I love it. Like
Oh, amazing.
boys that'll not take themselves too seriously and that, just like, what, have a laugh.
It was wild.
Mate, that first one, I just sat in tears. Do you know? You
I
listen to
remember
it,
it, aye.
It was just an audio though, and then you did the purple suit where I think it was Charlie.
that's right,
and then that was you.
It was wild then, wasn't it?
Do you look back at the podcast and think you're different now, or just
Totally different now. I'm more mature now.
you're definitely
Mate,
a
you're
lot
more
speaking of
serious.
voice as well. You've got a
Aye.
high-pitched voice
Not
on.
me. Do you know what that's not me, mate?
And he'd be up and about, wouldn't he?
Singing and that.
Moving
I'm
about.
just
all the
more
time.
like just so chilled now and relaxed.
Why is that?
What?
What were you taking last night?
No, but I'm just I don't think you can keep up with that, mate, because that has its
Cumdens, you've had a fair few.
I remember saying to like Joe, and then Tosh as well, there was a couple of other boys that had played with you and saying like, that can't be how he is. And they're like, no, like he's mental. That's actually what he's like.
People go nuts at that, go like, you're putting an act on, it's no.
Well, you've got a pet peeve with him.
It's not really your fault, but see the amount of people that stop you and say, where's Slaney?
I know, I'm the same, mate.
Honestly, mate, like about 20 times, like, where's Slaney? I don't fucking know where Slaney is.
Right now, what? Right now? Where is it? You want us to fucking guess or?
But I was worried because he messaged me last night saying but it was Celtic fans on your flight, mate, weren't you? You get caught. Talk, take it away.
So I went away for a few days to Mallorca and turned up at the airport, and honestly, there was about 50 guys in Celtic strips, and I was like, can he be on my flight here?
Mate, I've just moved into my flat, right? So there's a new flat that's getting built right across the road, Fez. It's the same group of guys every day, and every morning without fail, I'll come out the flat at 7 o'clock and I'm like, where is he? I'm like, I don't know.
I just woke up, mate.
He's not there, I know that. But fuck knows where he is. You're a wee hero that you had to be hard to out and that, didn't you?
I was in the...
They're good boys too.
They're amazing, they boys. I was in the building site with them the other day doing a wee bit, a couple of hours. They showed me the ropes in that game. And then Peeches, who delivered you.
Oh, brilliant.
They're excellent, weren't
they? They were lovely guys. You were helping, weren't you?
One of the guys on the flight yesterday says, tell Slaney to lay off Rodgers.
You have been getting after him. I've been watching him.
So this is
interesting. That a wee bit.
Well, this is interesting, mate. If you're far when you're watching it, does it come across that am I going after him?
I like sort of questioning him, his tactics, just signings, things like that.
Aye.
Wow.
If he's the full back in the board and things like that.
I've got another pet peeve. We were up at Grosso today and a guy comes running into Grosso and goes like that. I was going to say, when you open, he goes like, done my fucking coming at the weekend.
Oh.
What? We're playing Hamilton, mate, who's a league above us. What are you doing better than us? For the first place, you're a fucking terrible better. And second of all, we had 10 men for 70 minutes. Come on!
And you've just walked in.
Where the fucking gear full rundown of the game?
That's the worst.
Because your coupon got done.
You're not even playing either. Like, you're the assistant gaffer. What are you supposed to do?
Getting it, mate, for the guy. Anything else?
I heard you were good, though.
I heard we were good with 10 men, mate, huh?
That's really good.
Robbo, we went 3-2. We had 10 men, obviously, and Robbo has an overhead kick, mate, that goes...
Why was he not starting?
Because we won last week. He got suspended, didn't he? Got sent off. We done well last week. 1-5 last week. Boys deserved another opportunity, but him and Cam, mate, we were thinking about keeping the game, bring them on the last 30 minutes, but brought them on at half time. Went 2 up with 10 men, mate, which I thought was quite brave. Mahan gave Hamilton a right good game.
4-3-2?
4-3-2, mate. Love a 4-3-2.
Hamilton good, aye?
I think you just start with that 4-3-2.
I think you start with 10 men. You're unreal with 10 men, mate. Anything else? You've got one. Mark Rosas.
What?
Yes,
fuck off.
Legends game.
After that at all. No way,
no,
mate.
He rinses
I've no go to Pete. He's making up, so I go have to say that again. Don't even go there.
What happened? Oh, in fact,
you're not going after Celtic, you're going after Mark Rosas.
I saw something on Twitter about him, like somebody slaughtering him for showing up to Celtic Park for winning a League Cup or something like that. Was that
George Slane, that was?
Nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me.
What about the Legends game? Any thoughts on it?
See Charlie's penalty?
No.
Top bin?
Simon Donnelly just sits in his house waiting for one of these games to be announced, didn't he?
Were you not playing?
No, I played in one, mate.
How did you get that call up, mate?
How good's that?
That was a brash net, you got that.
That is, it's a fucking disgrace, is it?
I had one of the Celtic fans for the convention, coming back for the convention at the airport, honestly for about half an hour was telling me why Celtic should play 4-4-2, and he nicknamed every player.
Calmac.
Every player.
Calmac's penalty.
But I actually, but you were saying last week some nice strikers, you might go 4-4-2.
We've got 8 centre mids.
Aye, but put Dyson up there with Kelechi, as he called the United joke.
Kelechi. Can I ask
the school of...
See, on your holiday, so he was like that, and they'll put pictures up of it, do you think Jilly will be wearing a bikini?
You're vile, mate.
Isn't he?
Andy,
vile.
He's like, do you think she'll wear a swimming costume or a bikini?
Do you think I'm messaging my mate about Jilly? You fucking talking about...
And the way you ate your chicken curry last night as well.
That was bogging, wasn't it?
What was it you had?
Mine was lovely, but the way you ate it. Do you know you get a silver ramekin of chicken curry and then you get your rice syrup and your chips and you get a plate? You would spoon each one on, wouldn't you?
Onto
he
the
just
plate.
went with that with his rice, mate, and fucked it into his curry.
It ends up too overflowing, doesn't it?
It ended up overflow. It was like a Doug's dinner. Mate,
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do with the rice. What do you mean? What do you do with it?
Pour some on your plate.
Did we have a plate?
Aye.
Oh, did we? Aye, it wasn't very good, that, mate.
I thought it was lovely.
What about your wee video in your restaurant? Would that be Italian guy picking you up like a wee boy? Fucking
he said, you're the only owner that gets picked up for the waiter.
Mate, what about that? Like a wee boy? Fucking wee Steve Avery on holiday. Is he fucking well?
Right, lads, as you know, today's podcast is brought to you by our partners at the Drake in Glasgow's West End. If you watched the show last week, you'll know that the famous 20% off discount from the Clubhouse is now applicable to the Drake as well.
Just go open goal when you're in, you get 20% off your food bill. Food's good in the day as well.
Beautiful.
We were in the clubhouse Friday night as well. Food was amazing, wasn't it?
For the Scotland
Kev McNaughton.
Kev McNaughton
Would not leave
he
you
actually
alone.
ruined it, didn't he? It was a great night up until we met him.
Uh-huh.
No, he's a great guy, and clubhouse was sensational. The music was amazing.
They've got a live singer in there, mate, who was very good.
And then the Scotland game after it, mate, was a brilliant night.
They've also got a blockbuster lineup of live football this weekend, starting with Hibs v Dundee United on Saturday at 5:45, followed by Kelly v Celtic on Sunday 3 p.m, and then the Manchester derby at 4:30. Who would fancying that? Pep's gone, isn't he?
Mate, just a reminder that you two said Amarin was a lord. Just a reminder of that.
I said, man, you're back. And
When
I
did you
said
say-
Pep was... What a year it's been, man.
What game were Man U back? When did you say
Arsenal.
Brilliant against Arsenal.
The first game of the season.
that? But they got beat like that.
I know.
I know,
If
mate.
they're playing well and then getting beat, that would be more of a worry for me.
Aye.
I don't know. I think like it's
Fucking hell,
good.
you've been on the show 2 minutes and you're
No,
fucking balling it up.
it's getting to the point now where like he's had that sort of grace period where he's like, oh no, he needs to get his own players in. And now he's getting his own players
So
in.
Amarin it.
No, not at all.
McGlynn.
No.
McGlynn.
He needs to stay at Falkirk. I need a new contract. But he's going to get to that point where the press will turn and start really
Aye.
questioning him.
Some of your worst shouts in history on own goal.
McTominay one. But I did justify it was when he's playing as a sitter.
I had one a few weeks ago.
6 at my Man U, you said, wasn't it?
I had a shocker a few weeks ago. I forgot what it was. You pulled me up straight away, mind. I forgot what it was.
What's yours? List is endless. I'm the same.
So, I mean, you get to a stage where you're actually like, so I've said, like, see, for the way a Celtic, I don't rate a Celtic player or something like that. You actually seem coming for Celtic in your head, you're like, I don't want him to do well.
I've had
Just
that.
because you want
Every time Engels plays, mate, you want him,
Mate.
even though you're a Celtic fan, you want him on a
Aye.
fucking shocker.
Engels
So
na no
you can
fun.
say I told you.
Engels na no fun for me then. I'm like, don't fucking score.
No, mine was, remember I said about long throw-ins? Literally went out
Aye,
that day, and then the
weekend.
next
Me? No, was I scored?
You scored
that
for it?
weekend.
My fucking phone, man. I've never seen
People get
anything
right
like
on
it, man. People are like, you're so fucking clueless.
You're
I get that.
thick.
Oh, you thick fuck.
You're fucking thick.
Oh, it's
Why do you
incredible.
need to keep listening to him?
Just quickly, if you fancy some great food, beautiful pints and live sport in Glasgow's West End area, book yourself a table at the link in description box. But just quickly, have you ever been caned on here? Yeah, watched it, you've been caned now. Didn't really talk about the championship, do I?
Nah, I've not
Played
played
that
that high
this year,
enough
career,
level to get tethered on.
Maybe this year, wee man, we'll fucking talk about you.
Who's
Oh, when
your,
we played Rangers and Celtic, but
when are you back, mate? Back fit?
I'm back training tomorrow. So
Yeah, brilliant. We ring you.
Brilliant.
Go on, Cole.
Geezer, we just make sure the ground. Let's
I was
fucking
actually
make sure it's
training
all right,
this
get up.
morning. Nah, I can't. I'm not performing elephant.
Well, do you
mate.
want it?
big Kev here, man.
Right, a performing elephant, but you're back in the morning, buzzing.
Just what it's, you'll know what it's like in yourself, Paul, as well. Well, see when you're up that gym, it's hard
Aye.
psychologically. Like even like you're sore with your injury, but see like just being back out on the pitch with the boys, even being involved with the warm up and the camaraderie. It's been a long few months, so yeah, buzzing to be back.
How do you feel with like? So there's obviously a massive debate around Astro, isn't there? Do you feel as if your body's used to Astro? No, you've been there for a few years, or do you think you've had more injuries since you've been at Falkirk? Like, or do you feel as if it just cancels each other out?
I'm probably lucky in a way that I came through when Astro was more of a thing. When that Astro round the back at
Aye, love
Livi,
it. Aye.
our Astro, Airdrie's Astro, Livi's new Astro, like it's a good standard of Astro. The games are good. You might be a wee bit sore on a Sunday morning, but to be honest, at this age, feel terrible on a Sunday regardless. So
Aye.
I don't get too caught up on it.
Well, have you got pet peeves? Sorry, we've not even asked you. How rude.
My pet peeve would be when a defender makes a slide tackle out for a throw in and then celebrates with the crowd.
Oh,
Do you know like that?
You're
that's a good, I like that.
It's a
Are
wee
you
bit
any examples?
badge kissing for things like that. There's a lot of Newcastle boys that do it, but like who am I?
Newcastle, particularly
Aye.
Newcastle, huh?
Like I remember watching them in the Champions League and they made a tackle after 5 minutes and it went out for a throw in and there was about 3 of them jumping about like.
Mate, who done it? Somebody done it for Scotland.
Tierney, you know.
Was
it
it Tierney?
He doesn't
No, I
say,
never-
look at his face. Right?
What?
Was
So
it
you
Tierney?
for or against it? If, like, obviously.
For.
No, because the reason I brought it up is I remember somebody done it for Scotland at the Euros and within 10 minutes, 3-0
6-0
down.
done. Tierney, it was Tierney, wasn't it? Aye.
It was the first game with Germany, wasn't it?
Was it?
Like celebrate a goal, like you're not celebrating a clearance.
What about everyday life, anything?
people that are late, but that's just a common one.
Oh,
Not mate, to the day.
I've been bad, mate, recently. I used to hate being, or MD being late.
aye,
Recently,
aye,
I'm constantly
that is
late.
my hate.
I get the fear if I'm late. Like, see that feeling in
horrible.
your
Oh, it's the
stomach?
worst.
See when you're driving to training and you're like 5 minutes late, probably because you know all the boys are sat in there.
Even if you're 5 minutes early, I think you feel sick.
Aye, there's like
That
in
if
case
I hit
something
one red
happens.
light here, fuck.
Aye.
That is though. What about your food? Yeah, we've need to ask him his three courses.
I'd have scallops to start.
Nice. Lovely scallops.
What's this show became, mate? Scallops.
Eh?
So posh.
Do you not like scallops?
Never had them.
They're really good, mate.
Mate, the way you ate those fucking honey wings yesterday, man. You ate
What do you-
that dinner like a
Do you
dog.
suck the bones? I do.
I've never heard
Well,
noises
wing.
coming out of mouth before.
Only prawn cracker, both of them in.
What, chicken wing on a prawn cracker?
Come on, come on.
Oh, aye. Oh, no.
Just do the bones and all, just swallow the bones. For main,
Do you like pancetta that with your scallops or just on their own?
do you know what? I had scallops the other week in a wee Thai restaurant. It came with like a Thai drizzle. It was tremendous.
Oh,
A
lovely.
wee spicy Thai drizzle.
Nice.
Probably surf and tough,
Good.
but
Fuck's sake, like your fish, don't you?
seaside, was raised on the seaside, so.
Fish cakes for dessert? Or?
And then sticky toffee pudding with custard. But
Cold custard or hot custard?
not hot custard.
Oh, it's got to be hot.
Cold.
Cold? No.
Mate, a
Cold
hot sticky
custard.
toffee with a cold custard.
Cold custard,
You'd have
mate?
sticky toffee with
You
cold
get that
ice
in the
cream.
jail, mate. Cold
You get
custard
that
in the jail.
Would you not eat cold custard?
No.
Never.
What a fucking beast, man.
Good. And then an alcoholic drink and a soft drink.
Just generic Guinness.
Good man.
And then soft drink. You know, the old school iron brew.
Oh,
90, what is it, 19?
Aye.
1901.
What you wearing for your meal?
1988.
This. That's what I've got.
Amazing. And then also the Arras live events coming up. SWG free for the Madhouse show. How good was the last one?
Incredible, mate. The atmosphere was rocking from start to finish. I actually nearly took Kev out. It went to 2 each, I'm sure, or what, and I nearly had a double to beat the big man. But
You did?
the atmosphere's wild. You were outstanding on that show.
I was fucking terrible.
I nearly beat Big Kevin O when he came into the ground.
Oh, so you did?
Missed a double.
Be good to get him down.
No.
Fancy it?
I played really well that day when he came in. Normally I'm quite shy, but
And good to get back to SWG free as well. We've had some of our best shows there, haven't we?
25 in a bounce,
was
was
a
it?
fucking sick joke to it.
How many was it in the month?
Was it 25?
27. I was going to say it was around that.
Mate, that's
but by the way, do you
unbelievable.
know what goes under the radar? It was 27 shows, but 27 podcasts in the morning.
The
Or
next
know.
morning, aye.
But we just repeated the same show 27 times. It's fucking tough, innit?
Remember the fight after it? In the changing room, everybody was going for each other.
That's right.
Who did I have in the throat again?
Amazing. It's like a bongos bingo type show, innit?
Aye, it's
For the
exactly like
darts.
that,
So get yourself a brilliant night of darts, banter, tunes, crowd prizes and carnage. Still some tickets left. Get yours at the link in the description box below.
Cole, just before we go into your career, mate, I just want to touch on your favourite pundits and worst pundits. Or favourite
he's obsessed with this.
I want to see
He said
what-
Andy before he came in.
Cole, we're included. So you one favourite pundit in Scotland and one worst. We're all included in it.
sound like I'm kissing arse, but I like Andy. I think it's I think he struck that balance well with still playing and then obviously working in the media. It can be difficult. You're playing against these people, so but he doesn't mix his words. Can sometimes go against you.
Doesn't
can
half, aye.
What did you think him coming for Russell Martin? Poor that, wasn't it?
Well, he never. I just,
Oh, he's
Oh, there you go.
no, but it just
Right, Cole.
that's
right.
how it, like it can, like wee things that you can say it's happened. I've found myself, they take wee snippets and then all of a sudden, but I thought it was quite funny and then it was good. You would have obviously been, because you know like what it's like, and you'd have been quite nervous, and the fact that he
head
took
was
it well,
gone, mate.
would have just straight after you'd spoke to him, you'd have been like, right, sound, he's seen it.
That
But
was
did you
funny,
play
isn't
with?
it?
Did you play with him? Aye.
Aye.
Said
For
he was
quite a
rot-
while.
He said Russell Martin was rotten to us.
What was it? I think it was a year, I think.
So you would
Think
be
it was,
quite
yeah.
like,
Aye.
if you play with someone for a year, you'd be mates.
I'd spoke to him a couple of times when he was Swansea manager or Southampton manager. I still got along with him quite well, but I
We spoke about what, Andy, just like general things or like about football?
more coaching, to be honest with you.
that
I was quite keen to go down and watch his Southampton side train, but you know it's like you never get a chance, especially while you're still playing. But that's one thing I'm proper looking forward to doing.
Go and
Like,
watch
see
him?
whenever I get an opportunity to go and watch different clubs and different people train. Love to go abroad and do that.
You wouldn't go and watch him now after what you're serving up, would you?
Depends. We'll see how the next few weeks go.
He's going to go in and sort it, innit?
See, talk about Russell Martin though. Do you think he was gutted when Rascal scored last night? Mate, score for Belgium last night.
for
He must be
Belgium.
sitting there. Can he catch a break, man?
Mate, he is raging with that.
Score for Belgium.
That is the worst, isn't it? That is the worst. Right, Falkirk are back in the Premier League.
Yes.
Should be in the Premier League, shouldn't the size of the club?
Aye, great addition.
How have you found it so far?
You had unbelievable attendances, even like League One Championship last year. Like some of your away crowds you took were ridiculous.
Aye, the away crowds were always good. The home crowds when I first went were struggling. Obviously, like I think it was their 6th year in League One, so a few punters had been a bit disillusioned with it. But
Gary Holt was a cracking appointment for you, wasn't it?
I wasn't there. I've only ever known McGlynn.
Wasn't he there?
Remember that AGM? Remember that?
That was only
Falkirk
six. That was only 6 months before. So everyone thinks that was like years. That was only 6 months before we went in. You know, the actual mental thing is like I speak to Falkirk fans now, and they always say, "Oh, what a difference in you!" That season that we in League One where we didn't get beat, and they would go, "Oh, what a difference in you!" But see that first year, the actual work that the gaffer put in and the squad put in that year, that set us up for what's come now, because that was inherited a squad that was just used to like finishing mid-table in League One, when a club like Falkirk, like you say, should be up the topper end, champ, lower end, prem, whatever you like. And that season was really difficult, but we managed, I think, getting to the Scottish Cup semi, that gave the club the money to sign the players that we brought in for that League One season. We've kept that full squad together, and it's like a reward. See, when you were playing League One, difficult games. You've got Kelties away, Peterhead's away, Montrose's away. So just enjoy being in the Premier League now. You're going to the best stadiums in the country against the best players. So that was the main message. Enjoy it and improve why you should be playing at this level.
I came to watch you last year against Ayr away. You and Liam Henderson were brilliant, mate.
Big Hendo's done really, really well.
It was Main and Oakley up front, and you were so attacked. You were basically left 2 for 2 at the back, mate. But it was great to watch. I thought the two of you were outstanding, mate. See, last year, how far into the season did you think we've got a right good chance of winning this?
Well, we won the first 5 games. The first 5 league games we won. Went through the League Cup, and during those 5 league games we beat Hearts at home. So like we were like going all right, but like not one part of us. We just thought playoffs, but we even were like in the change room, like, don't anybody come out in the press and say we're going for the playoffs, because then it's like, oh, Falkirk just up, think they can go to the playoffs. To keep that in house. And then we went to Celtic Park in the League Cup, and first sort of 60 minutes. But just playing with like a freedom. It was, see the build up to that game. I remember getting asked in the press about how we would implement our style on Celtic, and I've played at Celtic Park before under different managers, different clubs, and it's about damage limitation, low block, try and keep it solid, nick a set piece. And the full week the gaffer worked on like their weaknesses and what we were going to do when we got the ball, and I was like,
amazing that, innit?
It was good, but then I said in the press, there's no point like talking about it and saying we're going to do this, but seeing actually going there, and we ended up getting a doing, 5-2 as a doing. They brought all
the top players on, didn't they?
Aye, Kuhn came on, he was a problem. But at that point, it was definitely after the Celtic game, I was like, nah, like, got beat the week after.
Is it true that John McGlynn, do you know this, he changes training of Celtic Park because he makes the pitch the same size as Celtic Park all week?
Change the dimension of the pitch?
It's more so like when we were playing in League One, there was a lot of narrow pitches. So like, he'd walk out, before his team talk, at Kelty. Do you know Kelty's so narrow, innit? So that full week he'd bring the training pitch in.
Love it.
His attention to detail, that's what I've been asked a lot of times about what sets him apart to different managers that you've worked with, and that would be the biggest thing, his attention to detail in terms of like opposition analysis, even wee things like that. His training, everything's sort of tailored around how it's going to look on a Saturday, which is, for a player, that's really, really good. See, if you're working through the weekend and you're on a Saturday, like...
It comes naturally, doesn't it?
So...
See when he first came in, how quickly, so obviously you just get praised so much for your style of play, we talk about it all the time. How quickly did you buy into it, and how quickly did you start to see the proper success of it, and you went and just dominating games? So
definitely that second season. So the first season was difficult. I think there was games where it went really well, more so like half. So like first half would be frightening, popping it. Second half it just looked terrible. And in the second season, Brad came in, Calvin came in, Tom came in, and it just sort of like the confidence levels, and it's intense. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of like video meetings and things like that goes alongside it. And his demands that he puts on you as a player are as high as I've had. So
quite relevant to Rangers then, isn't it? He's trying to change that full system. He said it took John McGlynn a full year in League One. So it could take Russell Martin as long as a year, because if you're trying to change the style so much, going for that sort of long ball, playing it for the back dominating position, it does take time, eh? John McGlynn had the best players in League One at that time. Do you know what I mean? It took him a year to.
You know what I would say about that, Si, is I agree it's difficult, like, to come in and change it, but I think it's similar to what it was like at Falkirk. There's probably a culture change that Russell Martin's having
So
to
you
deal
need to
with.
sort that first as well.
So like the culture at Falkirk, like our first home game in League One was Montrose and we drew 0-0. And I remember coming in and change after the game and about 5 or 6 boys being like going around high-fiving everyone. I'm sat there like, we've just fucking drew with Montrose, like at home. And they were like, we'd lost that game last season. And it was actually McGinn, so Stephen McGinn, who has just been brilliant for me since meeting him, completely changed my outlook on football and how to deal with things and stuff. He said, if I hear we'd have lost that game last season one more time, I'm going to fucking erupt, because it's no last season. So he helped, that's why he's part of the coaching staff now. He was massive in that first season in terms of like switching that culture.
There's mouth-watering stuff in it.
It's stunning stuff.
Stunning.
I'm fucking...
Too easy, eh?
Cole, can the meetings last up to 2 hours at times?
They can.
I'm so interested in this. It's brilliant, isn't it?
I'm really looking forward to this.
So the best one was we got. This was only about a month and a half, 2 months into the gaffer coming in. We drew that first game 0-0 at Montrose, and then we got beat 4-1 at Airdrie. But Airdrie that season were good, to be fair. The boy Devaney, who's with Palace now.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we got beat 4-1. So come in the Monday, and he's got the full game up. Normally he gets it, he clips it, opposition chances, your chances, and then good play, bad play. But this morning it was just the full game. No chance. Impossible, the full game. Because it's not like you watch it and you just watch a game. It's watched for a minute and then it's at what you doing there and what you doing there. So we watched the first 45 minutes. That took us up to about 12:30. He went, right, go and grab your lunch, we'll watch the second half after that.
So you didn't train at all?
Didn't train the full Monday. But again, like,
It needs to be done, mate. It
it does mate, it just
mate.
like that.
Players can switch.
I think it's impossible to take in information when it's that long.
But you weren't like, it wasn't to take in information, it was to, this isn't happening anymore. And see if it does, this is what's going to happen.
This will continue to happen. Mate, we done it with the Canny 6 in the morning, watched a full game and he stopped it every.
How bad
and we
is
started
that?
training at 10:30 that day. It was 4.5 hours.
He put the laser on you.
Laser on you.
Does he keep stopping the game?
Stopping the game at every mistake, stopping at what you
And
did.
you
there.
See
know
if you've had a beast.
Oh,
See if
mate.
you've had a beast in that Airdrie game as well, and you know you're watching the full game.
Mate, but we're all horrendous.
Mistake.
But do you know what it was big? There was times where like, we Nizzy that's still there, so that's why Nizzy's still at Falkirk, because we'd like, the ball would go at centre half and Nizzy was running past strikers to go and press people. And I remember like sitting in the meeting going like, we could get relegated. We were 1-0 down at Peterhead, so we got beat 4-1 off Airdrie. We were 1-0 down at Peterhead at home, half time the following game. I'm just been relegated with Dunfermline. Fuck me, man. I'm going back to back relegation. League One, mate. 1-0 down. And we ended up winning the game 3-1, done alright from there, but
See, in the analysis, people just get up and go for like toilets and that, and he just lets a.
So it used to be in the changing room. Now he's got a wee bit of a budget in the Premier League, so he's built like a wee like video room with seats in it. So boys are saying it's harder to nip out for a pish.
Right.
But I've not actually been in this year. I've missed out. But I'm like a wee robot. Like I think there's a lot of us that like that. Like we could be in there for 2 hours, in there for 50 minutes, the exact same. Like you're just so used to it, it's how you work.
Yeah.
That's your routine. It's part of my routine now. But you see like a few boys when they come in, like new signings and that, like they'll leave the room and they look like they've just done a session of pre-season. And we're just like
traumatised.
Can be
Scotty
hard.
Arfield said it, didn't he? He said to Scotty, do not question my video analysis when he first signed. It could last 15 minutes or it could last 2.5 hours.
That's the one thing, like he's really, really good forward thinking in terms of like he'll want you to speak to him about things like training, days off, how you can help the group. But I would never dream of going in and saying, maybe need to cut the video.
So funny the way he does it, because he let me go in but he wouldn't let us video it. You see somebody makes a mistake, he doesn't look at them, he's as he is, he goes like that. And I don't know what you're doing there. He's so funny about it, isn't he? I couldn't take my eyes off him, mate.
Everyone thinks he's just the nicest guy ever, which he is, like, gem of a guy, but he can bury you in those meetings, like, and he can make you feel that small. But then to be fair, that's what he's good at, is he'll make you feel that small, and see by the time training started, about 50 minutes later, he'll be joking about you. Like, what were you doing?
Why did he come for you, Airdrie, was it you said?
Aye, half-time in an Airdrie game. Airdrie just... I used to have the fear about Airdrie. So that season they beat us 4-1. They beat us 6-2 in the playoffs as well. I couldn't drive past the motorway on the M8. I'd see Airdrie, I'd have to be like, oh, fucking hell, man.
Mate, it's mad how you've got grounds like that, innit?
Aye, half-time I was having a nook, just like everyone was getting... I think it was Gallagher that was playing for them up front, was just throwing me around. And his quote was, played in the fucking top league in this country, fucking no chance and all that.
Was he?
He was battering me, proper battering me. I'll not do the...
Have you got a ground like that? Mine was Elgin. Elgin in the lower leagues. I had a fucking shot. Jimmy, I got at him. Are you playing? Why are you playing me today? I'm going to be fucking terrible here.
Elgin's alright too.
I hated it, mate.
What's the man? Is it Albion Rovers?
Hated Albion Rovers.
I've never liked playing at Rugby Park.
Really?
Aye.
Because of the surface, like, or just...
Mate, just a bit of everything, I suppose. Steve Clark's Kelly team are really good. I've played against quite a lot of good Kelly teams as well, to be fair. Derek McInnes's Kelly team was good. Aye, Kelly would probably be one for me.
Would you hate the meetings, Andy?
I would, but listen, you couldn't question it because they've been so successful. Do you know what I mean? So they've done so well, but I would find that so hard, man. My attention span's already quite low, so to like sit for 2 hours.
You know what's funny? So Stevie McGlynn, who's in as the first team coach now.
Never stop fucking talking about him, I know.
He's a hero.
Fucking love
Proper
him.
hero, I love him. And so anyway, he sat next to me in the change room when he was a player. But it was the season that he was coming to an end. I think his knee was swelling up. He would train his knee, so he knew he was coming towards the end, and he wasn't playing. And we'd do set pieces, and every Friday McGinn would go out for about a half an hour shite, and he wasn't taking a shite. He was just sat like, couldn't he? And now he's in the one in the meetings. And you're like, that changes quickly, doesn't it?
You had McGlynn at Livingston as well, didn't you? Do you see like a completely different manager from then till now?
Night and day, mate. Just complete change. I think he spoke about it publicly, that his time at Celtic under Rodgers has sort of changed his outlook on the game. And I was only a brief spell at Livi. I think it was maybe 5-6 months. But do you know what? Even then, the good thing about him then was I was an 18-year-old centre half that was making so many mistakes. Like, thought I was the best player ever. Would Cruyff turn people in my own 6-yard box, like giving the ball away. But he would never drop me. Would just like constantly put me out there. Punted me for as soon as he got the opportunity, but like for a young player to like let me make so many mistakes, and I made a lot of them. Like,
no chance.
See, I know you've been injured so far this season, but in terms of the message of how you still play, has it still been the same now you've been in the top flight, or has he adapted wee bits?
No, it's definitely like going to be similar. I think the Gaffer's recruitment over the past 3 seasons has been players that are going to fit that style of play. When we've gone back to front, we've played certain games, and that's been our style, that's been our game plan. It's worked in certain games, but we look all over the place, to be honest, when we do try and shift. I just think it's spoke more about just being, I think we can be a little bit harder to play against in certain times. So like things like turnovers and being a wee bit more solid, even when you're attacking. So like even when you're attacking, like last season, I'd playing at the back, and I'd see Hendo, but then my right back was crossing.
That's saying that air game, mate. He's a two the full game, eh?
My right back was crossing to my left back, and do you know what? It was fine. I was like, that's all right, because we would just try and score more than the opposition.
But this year it's a bit harder.
This year that's not the case. Like, you'll go 1-0 down to an experienced, solid side, and you'll just lose the game 1-0, and then that's it. Like, you're like, do you know what I mean? So clean sheets, I think, just being a wee bit more difficult to play against. But in terms of on the ball, 100%, there's not going to be much of a shift.
His man management must be brilliant as well, though, because see, you look at the amount, and we talk about his style, and it's been brilliant, but individual players, how good are they doing? Like the boy Calvin Miller.
Made everyone better, hasn't he?
Aye, made everybody better. It's brilliant to watch. Like Calvin Miller's a completely different player.
Do you think that's man management, just like
the
coaching?
style.
I think it's coaching, that, isn't it?
Aye, but then I think as well, when I watch Calvin Miller play and the boy Ken Adams, when you watch them, they just seem if they play with complete freedom, and it looks like they're so confident in what they're doing. When Calvin Miller gets the ball, he feels like, I'm the best player in this team, and he's been getting that license for the manager.
I mean, his man management is really good. I think his recruitment's good, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, these players like Calvin's, I couldn't believe that we would be able to sign a player like Calvin in League One. Mm-hmm. Like, you look at him in the champ last year, it was between him and Spenny, for me, Hendo as well, the best 3 players in the league. We signed them in League One, and like, there wasn't much competition to get Calvin. Caelan came from
Cumbernauld Colts.
Cumbernauld Colts. 6 massages a week, by the way, came from Cumbernauld Colts.
Has he went big time?
Physio bed, mate. Incredible.
Love it, I didn't mind it.
Must have had some masseuse at Cumbernauld Colts because he's never off that bed. Honestly.
No bad for you.
But aye, so that's his, like, he's identified Caelan in the Lowland League, and now Caelan's flying, like, scored at Celtic Park. He's actually taken it to the Premier League. I think he might actually be more suited towards the Premier League because of his physical strengths and his running strengths and that. So,
but do you know, recruitment is so much easier when you've got a style of play. Like, he wants a fullback because his winger's going to come up. He wants a fullback that can overlap on the outside of the pitch, who's quick, and so you just go and recruit that. See, when you didn't have a style of play, like, what do you recruit as a right back? Do you recruit somebody who's good at tackling, or do you recruit somebody that's solid? Do you know what I mean? That's where a style of play is so important with recruitment, isn't it?
I think he doesn't really take into, like, so broken sort of players. So, like me, I just got released from Ross County, relegated with Dunfermline, and people might have been saying don't touch him or whatever. Sign me, no problem. Like, signing players that maybe some people aren't saying, oh, he's no good enough. Like, or if other championship managers would have looked at Caelan and probably gone, you know what, he's good, but can he go for the Lowland League to the Championship? I'm no signing him. The gaffer's like, no, he'll do for me. Like, get him in. So that's probably where he does well in the recruitment side of things.
And the signed German, Scotty Arfield, great signing, huh?
Aye. I think everyone in the country, like, had eyes on Falkirk for his debut, didn't he? And he gets a hat-trick on his debut. Unreal.
Aye, that was...
Have you seen, obviously, the career he's had when he came in? Have you seen straight away his qualities?
Aye, well, when a guy like that comes in, you're just hoping that he's like a good guy, and you'll know Scotty, he's just the best guy ever. So down to earth. That day was mental though, like that hat-trick, like scored straight away, and then we went 2-1 down. So you're like, oh my God, we're going to ruin his day. And I got done, Big Bry got across me for a goal. I was thinking, I'm ruining his comeback here. And then Big Bry actually got sent off. 2 yellow cards in about 30 seconds, and then he scored the hat-trick. And then, that said, Scotty's been brilliant on the pitch. I think his biggest impact's been off the pitch in terms of like the way that he deals with us. We are quite a young squad. Scotty's one of the more experienced ones, and just a good guy, innit? Like, just like a guy that you'd want in your changing room. Like, he has his days where he struggles a wee bit, but he's always like full of personality. I think last year stumbled over the line. Like, you can't really argue that we were flying all year, and then when it came to just getting it over the line. So that Friday night we lost at Partick, and after the game, like, nobody spoke to each other. Like, it was one of the ones where staring at the walls, and Scotty was like, night out, day out the morning, we're going for a drink the morning as a team. I want everyone there, no excuses. And we were all there, and do you know what, I think it was just what we needed, and we went and won the following week. But it was like, that was Scotty. It was just...
Has he brought the guitar in?
He's no actually brought the guitar in.
No.
But
he's releasing an album, isn't he?
He's got some voice, mate.
He's
good,
good,
like,
he loves the singing.
John McGlynn's doing backing vocals on a couple of songs.
He loves the singing, mate. His pal Callum beat it, so
they're tight in there.
So that day, we went out in the Drake. It was actually in the Drake, funnily enough, and there was a video. The Drake put a video up on their Facebook of us all in the Drake singing Pished after getting beat off Thistle. And it went on like some sort of Glasgow live Twitter, mate. And I swear to God, I was refreshing Twitter, like, please. And it was still on like 1 retweet after about 6 hours. I was like, perfect. Never came up, mate. Imagine that week.
Oh, the Falkirk fans went off on that.
100%, mate. So, but nobody's seen it. That's what I mean. So everyone thinks like, oh, I should have been in. We all went out and got pished the day after getting beat, and then won the following Friday.
There you go.
Shows you,
Just go and get pissed.
Don't go and get pissed, but like, it was like, don't sit in your house and just think about, oh my God, are we going to win the league or are we not going to win the league? Go out, enjoy yourself, enjoy each other's company, speak about it. We all sat and spoke about the game, and then that was it. By the time we got in on Monday, it was done. Nobody was speaking about Partick. We were like, right, Hamilton on Friday, have to win.
1-0 done.
1-0 done after 5 minutes. Still in the Drake, man.
1-0 done after 10.
And Hamilton had like minus 30 points 2 days before it as well. Nothing to do with that.
To play for. You see when they were like selling the goal and then like started time wasting that, I was fucking like, what are you doing, man? It doesn't even matter for you.
Have you started to do it this year? Is your manager big on that?
Just in pre-season. Right. That was it so far. But we had a few last year. But I'd imagine it'll be the same.
Think this manager will be alright with it?
I think it will be, to be fair, because he's organised a couple of like team dinners and a couple of wee event things, so I think it'll be fine, mate.
You used it? EK?
Boys are out fucking
Yeah, you
4 times a week. I remember them 4 times a week, mate. That's the secret to success, mate. Go out all the time.
Mate, I thought Livi were clawing back, but they made some comeback, didn't they?
Mate, they just kept winning. You know that? Like, so we played them with about 5 games to go, and a draw suited us. We went horrible. I think we were like back 5-4-1, just shelled it. Gaffer was like, didn't want you to play. Don't pass it into Brad, don't pass it into Dylan. Hit the channels, and 0-0 after 89 minutes. Perfect. Draw done us. And we were getting 6 days off if we drew, because it was in like an international break or something.
Right.
And then Stevie Kelly rattles it off the bar, and Andy Shinney, he did it in. So we've lost the game, and then we were off for like, I think we were off for like 2 days instead of 6. And we were Arse's 5p 10p.
There is a bit of needle as well with McGlynn and Martin doing it.
Yeah, there has been, aye.
Can you see that? Have you seen, did they argue on the side?
Aye, we had like, I think you spoke about it, but there was a wee sort of scrumash after they beat us 2-1 on a Friday night at the Falkirk Stadium.
Remember
And
that?
I think the gaffer had said something to them, but I don't get involved. I think football's hard enough with trying to like argue with everyone and get involved with things like that. Like, I just stay in my lane and get on with it. But aye, they've got our number, right? They've beat us, 4 of the last 5 times, even though we won the league. They came up with us. They were good, mate. Do you know that? Like, Livi probably won that champ in a lot of other seasons. And you saw that by how they did in the playoffs. So
Why do you think you struggle against them? Mad that record though, isn't it?
it's a poor record. Like, we need to change it. We need to remedy it when we will, hopefully, this season. I think a lot of factors. I wish I knew the answer, because I'd probably get put in the coach's room the Friday before. But they've just Livi are a good side, mate, in difficult games.
Good players as well.
Do, mate.
How good was McGlynn's line leading up to the title? It's either Falkirk or IB on Monday morning.
Aye.
Any more motivation needed ever and again?
None whatsoever, mate. I was actually not there the full last week. I had my operation in London on I think it was the Wednesday, so I wasn't in. And then I saw the clip, and genuinely, that's what he would have said. So good though. How many managers would have just said that to the boys and then come out and gone like, yeah, we're hopefully trying to win the game, and like,
Yeah.
it's IB for playoffs. And there was actually a photo up on the door. I think it was of Ocean Beach. It was like, this is where you could be on Monday, lads. Class,
That's amazing, that.
That's
That's unreal, man.
See, playing in a game like that, you do think about the things, don't you?
Man, I wasn't playing. I was saying to the boys, fucking get the job done tonight. Come on. I've got the flights booked. Let's go.
Did you fly out the next morning?
No, so we went.
You meant to come on here, weren't you, on the Monday?
No, I was meant to come on off the Thistle game.
Thistle game,
We
that's
got
right.
beat, and I was like, mate, I'm not going anywhere near that podcast this week. Like,
I'm in the Drake.
I'm in the drink.
Drake, Blotto. Aye, so we went out in Falkirk on the Saturday, and then with the PFA do on the Sunday, and then first thing the Monday morning. It was the exact same the year before. But you know what? The year before was miles. Well, it wasn't miles better. I was struggling this year with my op and that. But the year before, we'd won the league with about 6 weeks to go, mate. We had everything booked, flights booked, hotel booked,
No better feeling, mate.
Ocean Beach booked. Like, it was just amazing, mate.
Who's good on the trips? What players?
Big Hendo's
Liam
MVP
Henderson.
2 years in a row. Aye, he's tremendous, big man.
What a player I was, Liam Henderson.
Aye.
Good player, aye.
Yeah,
Do you know what? You should get him on here, because he's actually a hero.
I really like him.
He's funny, like daft as a brush, but he's genius.
I'd
He
love
also
John
did
McGlynn
that-
on here.
I would.
He's been on loads.
Who?
No, on here though.
What, us three?
Aye.
Aye, to be fair, he gets on really well with you. He'd really enjoyed having you in.
We'll get Davey to stand behind the camera. Davey Martindale instead. Something like that, wouldn't it?
Will it be like that? Misfits. Imagine the pay-per-view you'd get on that. Misfits boxing.
How long do you got to be here for? A couple of days?
3 days or something.
Have you ever won a league game anyway?
Promotion.
No.
Have
No.
you? You must have.
We went away with Swindon. Really good.
Mate, they're the best days. They're the best trips ever, because like you've achieved something all together, and you're like in the sun. Remember Big Hendo just in the pool going, sun on your back, beer in hand. Does it get any better? There's things that you would say, mate.
That is brilliant, isn't it? And does everyone's money jump up as well?
I don't know about everyone else.
Does yours?
It went up a wee bit.
Can
Aye.
I?
Not a lot, mate. Not a lot. Not as much as others anyway. There's been a few new deals handed out. Deservedly so.
Is this your last year?
This is my last year, mate.
How old are you now, Coll?
30. So turned 30 in April. Aye, with a few injuries, it's looking...
But he loves you, mate. You'll get another deal.
Oh, well, I need to get fit, mate, and prove that I can play at this level. That's a individual goal that I've got in mind. The last time I was in the Premier League with Ross County, I think we stayed up last day of the season, and then Malky MacKay came in and was surplus to requirements. So I've got something to prove to myself. So looking forward to it.
Just quickly on Falkirk, how's Benny been?
Hero, mate. He's
Great guy, one of the best guys.
Aye, quality, mate. Right in the card school. Loves cards. Just honestly loves the cards.
He
mate.
hates it. He has to play them, innit?
Nah.
He hates it. Mate. He does. He hates it.
That's poor.
He
That.
loved sitting on that bench, mate.
He's a proper cat, you know. Like,
Great goalie, mate.
unreal goalie, mate. I remember watching.
Cat.
Proper, like, I remember watching him in training the first couple of days thinking, good cat, like. And then card school, mate, just makes it a genius. Bought a wee card shuffler the other day, but he bought it off Timu. He's been on fortunes for years.
Add back to reality for a minute. Mate, we signed him for Alloa at Dundee. He was a labourer. See, when I went to Dundee, mate, he was a labourer, played part-time with Alloa. I'd never heard of him, mate. See, within a week, you're like, who the fuck is this?
Brilliant right away.
You said he was brilliant.
Unbelievable, mate. He was the best player that year, with his feet, everything. And he was so confident, mate.
So confident, mate. He's so confident.
He is. He's a top goalie, isn't he?
Aye.
What a guy.
Just a good... And another one that's got that experience, I think that'll help us.
Just before we crack on, quick shout out, be inspired as if it's time to level up and get some new gear. Look at this guy.
This is the opposite side of your one last week. The white, full white with the green there. This is the full green, almost like a Wimbledon style. Beautiful on any occasion that you might wear it on.
Is Wimbledon no white?
As I said, he wore the white last week. This is the opposite.
Mate, you look great in that.
Gorgeous.
look well,
Best
mate.
I've seen
Really,
you.
really good.
You like being inspired?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Lovely, innit?
Big Tom models it.
Big Tom Lang, so does.
So he does that.
Big handsome.
Does McGlynn no mind that?
Aye, he likes it, mate.
Is he,
I really like that look size, beautiful that. And this is the new range. Stunning.
Well, you know, it's built by footballers, one by you. Proper streetwear, it looks sharp and feels class. From fresh tees and cargos to overshirts and jackets. Trust me, you're going to want the full wardrobe, Andrew.
And because you're part of the Open Goal team, we've got you sorted. Use the code GOAL at checkout for 10% off your first order. That's GOAL at beinspiredclothing.com. Go get stuck in, you look like Paul Slane.
He's a wee twirl, come on.
I've just been more chilled today, showing off the look.
What would you wear that then?
I think that's
Playing tennis?
Huh?
No, I think it's better than that. And
No, but it's like your warm-up jumper then.
Aye, warm-up
Are you
jumper.
good at tennis?
Mate,
Is he
it's
training
good,
on a
aye.
joke? I'm alright at
tennis.
tennis.
well, let's get
Who's
a
your
game.
partner?
Say?
Is it?
Doubles.
You
double
can't
team.
be partners for anything,
We
mate.
argue too
You just
much.
argue all the time.
He's
Mate,
terrible at doubles. He's actually really good at singles, but it's that thing where he's nervous wrecking with doubles.
It's not that I'm bad at, mate. You miss a shot and he goes fucking tonto at you.
What's this new thing that everyone's playing? The
Paddle.
paddle.
Unreal, mate.
Is it
It's
good? Aye.
very good.
Paddle
Mate,
is
I
good.
know Big Paul Watson that plays with Spartans now. He went on a paddle holiday. Him, James Cragen.
A paddle holiday.
Wait to hear this. James Cragen, Lee Miller, and Callum Booth, the four of them, went to the Algarve, Portugal, paddle holiday. And I was like,
That's a
Algarve,
disgrace.
like, what man doesn't mind a wee night out? Do you know Paul at
Ah,
all?
but surely they still went out at night.
No, wait to hear this. They were doing
Bed early
they were
for
doing
Pat?
it in bed early, and I think they had one night out. They were there for a week, but they were doing ice baths and that in between paddle.
No.
Some laugh
Incredible.
for, didn't they?
Oh my
Good
God.
laugh
Should we
for
get
it.
them
We
on?
need to get them on, mate. Fuck's sake.
It's like the new in thing, though, innit? Paddle. Everyone plays paddle.
He is unreal at tennis.
Yeah, it's good.
Incredible. We'll get a game
Can sort of game.
for the live, mate. We'll get you on the live,
Aye.
me against you.
I'm all right.
And we'll put bets in to see who wins.
I'll
the
have a
game.
bet.
Perfect. Right, QPR. Forget the big man played with QPR. How did that even come about, big man?
I think it was a scout. I think it was a scout from. So I'd been on Man U on trial when I was about 17, and the scout there had known.
Sorry,
the
who
scout.
were you at 17 before when you went on trial at Man United?
Livy.
You're at Livi, right?
Aye, he's John Collins. It was. Is it Alec Ferguson's brother? I can't remember his name.
Martin.
Darren?
But Darren's
Oh,
the boy
she's
at
son,
Martin.
sorry.
Martin's a scout.
It's Martin Ferguson, that's who it was. So he was pally with John Collins. John Collins was at Livy. Just that's how it all worked. Martin Ferguson really liked me. I don't think the 21s coach at Man U did though. So he had spoke to the chief scout at QPR, Ian Bloomfield, his name was, tight with Redknapp, and they just sort of watched me and then put an offer in. Livy accepted it. The gaffer was delighted to get me down the road. Could not believe how much they were willing to pay. And then
So was it McGlynn that sold you?
McGlynn sold me, aye. But then all of a sudden, mate, I'd been gone from. I was still at school playing rugby when I was 16, mate. And then at 18, I was in a changing room or in the same club as like some. I could not believe when I went down, because I went down to like get shown about, and I remember the first day I was thinking like, right, I'll be with like the 19s, maybe the 21s. I was training with the full first team, mate, and I was like, couldn't believe, like, just been watching these guys on the telly, and then I was proper like starstruck, mate. And
Who were the biggest names?
you know who the biggest name was, but he wasn't even playing, was Cesar, the goalie. Remember him?
Julian
Brazil.
Cesar.
Was it Benfica, no?
Aye, Benfica.
Yeah.
Inter, wasn't it?
Taarabt was there. Barton was the big one, mate. You know that? Like,
Was he on you straight away?
Oh, aye. Slaughtered you. See, as a young boy, mate, absolutely tethered you. He was suspended all the time, so he would always train with you on a Saturday morning before the game. And always, none of yous will take my jersey off me. Not fucking good enough and all that. And you just be like, do you know what I used to do as well? It was unreal. I used to like bomb in after training, and then if there was an Edinburgh derby on, and try and whip the TV remote before he got it, because there would be an early like
Championship game or something.
Championship. So I'd put BT Sport back in the BT Sport days. And then the Scottish football would come, you see him walk in with his lunch, get this shite off the telly, fucking horrendous, farmers and that. And I'd be like, no, you can't put it off, you just take the remote right off you, change the channel. So when he came up and he had a wee bit of a struggle, it was actually quite funny, because I remember trying to put the Scottish games on, and it was actually around that time was the referendum for Scotland. Mate, just loved an argument, but like he'd play both sides of it. So I remember, like, I could go in 1 week and he'd go, right, big man, independence referendum, thoughts? And I'd say, like, no, I want to remain. And then a couple of weeks later, I'd say, aye, independence. See both sides. He was playing the other side.
You had an argument.
Just have it, aye, on both sides. And I remember my big brother came into the training ground one day and he was arguing with Barton about the referendum. But aye, he was probably the biggest one. You know what? The biggest thing I thought I took from him though was the way that he like conducted himself on the training pitch. Like his demand for standards on the training pitch were like mental, and it didn't matter who you were. Like Ferdinand was in the door a week, and they were playing an 11v11. Ferdinand's like short ball Rob Green. Rob Green's made an absolute no hunt of it, and Ferdinand's battering Green, and Barton's turned around and gone, nah, it's fucking you with a shitey back pass. And we were all like,
love that.
He had to go at him like, yeah, that's good, that. So there was plenty of like, his demand for standards. The way he spoke to young boys was like old school.
Did he have arguments with you?
Similar. He used to say Thomas Miller's the best player in the world.
I remember you saying that.
And he was fucking adamant with it, but again, he probably wasn't. He just wants to. He just loves arguing, mate.
He loves it, mate.
So it's like Messi's there, Ronaldo's there, but he said Tam Miller's the best.
Probably make a really good politician.
He's proper intellectual, isn't he?
Oh, he's smart.
He's knowledgeable about everything, mate.
Do you know what? He was a good player, mate. Like,
was he? Yeah.
I thought like ball winning midfielder, but mate, he was good, and there was a few right good players around, and he was right up there with everyone in sort of technical terms.
Do you think he was a good player at Rangers? Did you see him training?
I know. Obviously, you could tell he was a good player. You could tell. I don't think he struggled as much as people make out that he struggled. Like his career ended because obviously the fallout with Matt Warburton.
Yeah.
It wasn't because he was poor. Do you know what I mean? So I think there was definitely, it was overplayed that. Because people says he was horrific. He wasn't horrific.
No, he wasn't at all.
Was Niko Kranjcar there when you were?
Oh my God, mate.
How good that guy is.
What about his chop, mate?
He's the best.
100% he's going to shoot.
Stud roll, first touch, stud roll, chop, all the time.
Him and Ben Ayoun, mate. Ben Ayoun did the exact same thing. So you'd be like, young defender, keenest, try to like block a shot, mate, and just slide about 10 yards. Kranjcar's just rolled it. And Ben Ayoun would do it, and then you'd jump back up and try and block the shot the other way, and then he'd drag it back the other way. I don't know what I was doing on the same training pitch as these boys. They must have been thinking, where the fuck have they got this?
So your very first day, you're training with QPR's first day?
Everyone, mate. Matt Phillips, Cesar, Andy Johnson, the wee striker. What a guy he was, mate.
He was a hero, aye.
He took us out. He ended up playing for the 21s, and we won the some sort of South Division Premier League 2, whatever. And he took us out in London that night and paid for everything. Proper, like,
I love that.
What a guy.
So there was loads of them like that, mate. Do you know what? There was a lot of really nice. Danny Simpson was a really nice boy. Majority of them, they're all just like you, Charlie Austin, like, you know.
Charlie's a hero.
Mate, me and him, I got injured and ended up playing. Me and him would play ping pong for hours, mate. Like, there was that many people there, you could do whatever the fuck you want. I used to say that I could no go in for a week and nobody would have known. So me and Charlie, he was injured and all, and we just played ping pong, mate. And I remember Redknapp, like, couple of faces, like, looking at me funny. One day I'm playing with him and Redknapp comes and goes, fucking hell, didn't know we were trying a fucking Scottish ping pong player. I was like, oh no, days are numbered, man. But
who was the owner? Was it Tony Fernandez?
I met him a couple of times. He was a really nice guy as well. But he actually, like, I think he got he just signed the checks, and then managers done him in. And like, there's some of the contracts in that, mate. Like boys, like tens of thousands of pounds a month for a house, like a house and allowance.
What?
And some of the gaffs in that, mate, were like incredible, mate. But
Where did you move into digs? Or did you get your own place?
went into digs and then got a wee flat, rented a wee flat just next to Heathrow. But it was quite a good wee, because it was where was it? I can't even remember the name of the place. Hayes.
Right.
And ended up like loads of the boys that like 21's boys ended up, we all stayed in the same complex. Stayed with a wee Canadian guy, wee Mike Petrasso. We got a wee 3-bed together. It was tremendous.
How was Harry Redknapp with you?
A legend, mate. Like,
Say hi.
he was just, he signed me, so he was really tight with it, Chief Scout. So many people, it was a shambles of a football club, like in terms of like, you didn't know who was who. Like there'd be people that you would meet 4 months after and they were like sporting director or something, you'd never met them before. But Redknapp, when I first went, they were in the champ, and the older centre halves, so it was like Richard Dunne, Clint Hill, Neda Manua, Aaron Hughes. So in the champ was Saturday, Tuesday. So Clint Hill, Richard Dunne, Aaron Hughes couldn't keep playing. So mate, I'd just get like taken away. So I was never in my flat. I was never in London. So like Blackburn away on a Tuesday night, I would be away up there, and then I'd get back at like 5 o'clock on Wednesday morning, be up for training. So it was really, really good. And then they got promoted into the Prem. And I think if they'd stayed in the champ, a lot of these older centre-halves, or the sort of more experienced ones, might have left, but they all stayed. And then that summer they signed Ferdinand Colker. So I'd gone from maybe being like, see, like the 6th or 5th centre-half up. So you would get involved with like first team squads and things like that, to then being like 8th, 9th, where you're just absolutely miles away. So that was probably the worst thing that happened, mate, them going up. I think if they'd have stayed in the champ then, I'd have got me a pot.
Did you ever get a night out with Richard Dunne's meant to be some drinker?
I never actually got a night out one, but I saw him on a couple of pre-season tours, like stick him away. He was another really good player.
He was Richard Dunne.
Was Ravel Morrison there when you were there?
Ravel, he was, mate, he tortured me. He had way too much for me. Like there's been a few over the years, but I mind he hid my shoe, mate, on a train. Swear to God. We were going to Middlesbrough, and we got the bus into King's Cross and then the train up, and hid my shoe, mate, and the train wasn't stopping at Middlesbrough. It was one of the ones that was going like, I think it going right away up to Edinburgh, and he hid my shoe, mate, and I ended up getting off with one shoe. I swear to God, he wouldn't tell me where it was. I was thinking like, right, surely, like train's about to leave, mate, like where's my shoe? He's like, nah. I was just kicking about with one shoe. I think I had to get flip-flop. I'm sure, do you know, it's a funny story that I'm sure you ended up. So I made the bench that day up at Middlesbrough. It was the Riverside, and I'm sure you were at Middlesbrough at the time. You might have been injured, but you sorted my old man tickets because he came down.
You knew Aldo, didn't you?
Aye.
So maybe.
So you'd sorted tickets, and he ended up. My old man's
he's an Andy boy.
Aye. And he ended up being in the director's box, and it was the game that the goalie came out. Mind the goalie came out to clear the ball, and it bobbled over his foot. QPR went in and scored the last minute, but the win bonus was mental.
What was it?
I think it was like, ended up being about $6,000, mate.
And I went and you were on the bench.
But it got that much because they ended up got promoted. So see if you won a game, like it got, but the bench got the same as the first team. And I remember my old man was in the director's lounge. I've turned around to the dugout, my old man's in the director's lounge like that. Because the QPR had scored last minute. Had they kicked the ball, mate.
That's amazing.
I remember playing that QPR team that season at Loftus Road and we got battered. I think it was at 4-0 or something.
I think so the start of the season, I think they were really, really good. And then I came in January, and then, because they were going automatic promotion that when I first got there, I think they were like second. Was it Burnley that went up?
Burnley and
Leicester,
aye.
Aye.
That Leicester team, mate.
They were a joke, mate. Vardy.
Kante, Vardy, Mahrez.
Nah, it wouldn't have been Kante. Kante wouldn't have been there in the champ, sure.
I think he was, no?
Not sure. You'll know more than me.
No, mate. Vardy was there. Mahrez was definitely there 'cause he chopped me. We were 1-0 up, and he chopped me in the inside.
You left back, he was right wing?
Left back, he was right wing. He chopped inside me and whipped it fast dancing. They ended up beating us 2-1.
Morgan would have been.
Where's Morgan? Aye, no, Danny Simpson.
No, because Danny Simpson was at us.
Yeah,
Can't even remember the last, but Mahrez, man.
Mahrez was a joke, mate.
A joke, was he?
Oh, so good.
But you talk us through the debut, first against Barnsley.
Aye.
Start for 90 minutes and a 3-2 win.
Aye, mate, incredible.
Yeah, when do you know you're playing? When does he tell you it's Thursday, Friday?
Mate, do you know what? I was actually in the under-21s physio room. Like, I was never, ever near the first team. Like, sometimes you get called up for training and that, and then my phone was like going mental, mate, like loads and loads of texts, like, and I thought, what's going on? And then went through to the changey, and a few of the boys were like, starting on Saturday, but obviously, like, you know what it's like, shut up, mate, good one. And then he had done an interview saying, like, yeah, big Coll's going to play, and then, like, shaped up in the team and played, mate. Do you know what, though? I think we were maybe 4th in the league. Barnsley were relegated. So went up there, mate, and it was, like, absolute, like, it was the best game ever. Like, nobody was really trying, because QPR had the playoffs a week later. Barnsley were already relegated, so another wee bonus. Mate.
Another wee win bonus?
I don't know where these have all gone, mate. I've got none of them left.
How did you play?
I've done all right, mate. I've done fine. I think we won the game 3-2. I remember Big Joe Jordan giving me a bit for one of the goals, saying that you need to defend that better. But I actually remember Redknapp saying, because see in the playoffs, they tried, because, like, I don't know if you're, like, there was about 70 players at QPR at the time. So see when they went into the playoffs, they narrowed it down, they shut the training ground down, apart from, like, the 22 that were involved. And I wasn't in that 22, but I played that game, and then I remember Redknapp saying, listen, we want you to be around the sort of squad in the playoffs, coming and train. Don't think you'll be in it, you'll not play a part, but want you to be around the building. But I think I went to, like, a Scotland under 19s or something. But, you know, after that, I sort of had that wee, like, bit. That's what I'm saying, like, if they'd have not gone up, it would have probably suited me as much as got a wee bit of extra dough out of it.
Who did you play centre half with?
Made a manure. Right back was Aaron Hughes. In front of me would have been Kranjcar.
Wow.
Big Charlie Austin scored a double that day.
He was on fire at QPR, wasn't he?
He was proper, and he could do what he liked, mate. Redknapp loved him.
They would like the betting and
horses
that.
And that.
Oh, every day?
Mate, Cheltenham was unreal down there, mate. It was like somebody, at least one person in that QPR training ground knew who was winning each race, mate. And you would be going around like the chef knew who was winning the first race, Barton knew who was winning the second race, Chaz knew who was winning the third race, and Redknapp knew everything, mate. He was just like RP, going about with the RP under his arm.
Charlie used to send me the tips every year, and the majority would win.
He stopped responding to me, yeah.
Same here. He must have had fucking thousands asking him for the tips.
I was at like Inverness or Ross County, and I sent, just send me through your 5 best horses of the week, mate. Boom, 2 blue ticks. Thanks for coming.
Mate, was any of the senior players really good with you?
Clint Hill. Clint Hill was just the best guy. Just like talk to you, would go through if you like wee things, like you'd ask him things on the training ground. He was. Do you know what? I'm surprised. Is he coaching? Do you know if he's doing any sort of? He was.
I think he is coaching.
Assistant at Fleetwood with Barton, but I thought, like, just in terms of a coach, like, I know we were speaking earlier a lot about culture, and the culture at QPR couldn't have been any worse in terms of, like.
Was it brutal, mate?
Just like there's just like so many boys there, different like nationalities, different like training groups, like a bomb group. But Clint Hill was the one sort of player that would like no let things go that badly. Like I always thought if he was at QPR, they would always sort of do all right. It couldn't go completely pear-shaped if he was there. He was like club captain and just a real steady guy. And
fucking warrior as well, wasn't he?
Was he like that Rangers, Andy?
Oh my God,
aye. Hard as fuck, mate.
Was he hard,
and twat you in training, like no bother. Like 18 years old, mate, you'd
smash anyone.
Aye. So would Barton, mate. He'd try and hurt you, mate. You'd have to have a wee radar in the back of your head to know where he was, mate. Because see if you, but you just like leather the back of your ankles, like rake the back of your legs like that, mate.
Was him and Hill and Barton tight at Rangers? They pounds.
Aye. So that's what you're saying. Like when Joey was a manager, they took him as assistant, but they were tight. But Clint, mate. Clint was a great guy, man. They actually done really well as well. And see, when you consider like the type of footballer he probably was at QPR, like steady centre half. Like he played in Mark Warburton's team when he was to build it for the backs, to take the ball all the time, and he actually done it well. Did
he play under? Was he there under Pedro?
But he didn't get along with
Was he not having him?
No.
Would he pull Pedro up?
Aye, all the time. I remember there was a meeting once, and Pedro's meetings were quite similar, they were quite long, but a lot of it was honestly just waffle, just top shite at one point. And I remember Clint just said halfway through the meeting once, "It's alright if we go and train now?" And everybody's like, fucking hell. Because I didn't like, but I wouldn't say stuff like that, do you know what I mean?
I'm far too much of a shite bag to even, like, say after,
Aye. Can we go train now?
The boys, and then that team got promoted to the playoffs.
Aye.
QPR put in a big party. Yeah, a big party after.
And I wasn't there, mate. I was told, like, I could have been a part of it in terms of, like, just training and being around it, but...
Was that the Derby one? Zamora won that?
Aye. Derby battered him, mate.
That's right.
Gary O'Neill got sent off for QPR. And then Zamora scored last minute. Mate, I got called up for a Scotland, like it was an Scotland under-19 squad. And it was like a 40-man training group. So got told, like, don't go with like QPR, come up. I never even got in the 19 squad. Never made it to like, so I was in the 40-man training squad, but didn't get in like the 25-man squad for the tournament in the summer.
How was Scotland under 19s take a 40-man training squad?
But mate, do you know what makes me think like I sound like an absolute dinosaur, right? But I had just started a game in the championship and I couldn't get in the 19 squad, mate. Like, could you imagine it now? Like you,
I'd be a skipper, wouldn't you?
But like, to be fair, the two centre halves were Jordan McGee, who at the time was absolutely fine, and then Soapy. So like, wasn't he?
And I've never been in one Scotland under. I made my debut at 15, and like by the time I was 19, probably played 100 games. Didn't get.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, Andy. Like, imagine now that you see boys that are in 19s and they're all just playing youth football, but like, it's crazy.
Do you know, felt like back then though, like if you were at Rangers and Celtic, like you were in the squad no matter what, didn't matter.
Right,
part of that.
They're fucking
Mate, they all used
every week.
You were part of that.
I was in every squad, mate. I was injured for 2 years and I was in every squad.
Wee Charlie
I'd still get
Telford, mate. Wee Charlie Telford was at Rangers and I used to bam him up because I went to Dundee United with him, and all the Celtic and Rangers boys sat up the back of the bus. And it was like me, wee Aidan Conley.
You'd look your nose in at you boys.
In the front. On the Dimmies. Queen's Park Livi used it in the front.
Remember, see the Scotland tips, all you would do was eat. Meetings and eat, mate.
Who was your coach?
Archie Gemmell, mate. He had his hands down his trousers.
We had Sprazier, mate.
How was did you have Ricky Sprazier?
He just hated me. Like, fucking hated me, mate. No one, I was having a note, but he was. I remember phoning me up and being like, "No, listen, like for good chance of being in the squad, come up and do the training camp." Came up, mate, bombed.
I seen Scotland 21s get beat again the other day.
What a record they've got.
They're flying,
Aren't they?
No way they're doing in 20
I actually
years.
saw a tweet that your teams ever won.
Mad, mate. Did you get in the Scotland squads?
I was there.
Remember that when that letter came through your door?
That sums it up. That fucking sums it up.
But that, mate, that's one of the... What a feeling that was, mate, wasn't it? Get called up. But you're right, me and Bob got called up to Motherwell, and you felt that way, like the Rangers boys, like as if we're not meant to be here.
Were you almost in all of us,
No, wasn't it? It was the coaches. You were pure pally with all the coaches, mate. Disgusting.
It was.
Wasn't it, mate?
Nah, it left a wee taste.
The coach wouldn't even say all right to them all.
Did that not give you a wee bit of desire to do a wee bit better and try and get to Celtic Rangers now?
I did.
We always used to try and give the Motherwell boys that advice.
I go to the start of the year if I fucking go.
Sensational. Rio Ferdinand came.
Wow.
But was everyone buzzing when you heard it? Well, you must have been buzzing as a centre half, ball playing centre back.
He came from Man U, wasn't he? Like he'd been dropped. He was dropping like down the levels. He'd been at Man U, been playing the year before. So but do you know what? By that point, like you weren't like really starstruck. Like you'd kind of got used to like these. There was like full internationalists and that. So you just treated them how you would treat anyone else. I think he was going through quite a tough time personally at the time, so it never really worked out for him playing wise. But that Barton story, I remember like the first week we were petrified of Ferdinand. Like you wouldn't fucking want to bump into him in the corridor. That he'd just bowl right past you, wouldn't even batter an eyelid at you.
Also, didn't mind that for him.
So see when
that goes again with the Rangers Celtic Scotland, doesn't it?
I don't like that, mate.
He told us to go to the gym, mate. We were in the gym, and do you know what? It was actually Clint Hill. So like, just the gym, mate. Like fucking Clint Hill was in there, like club captain, but you would still go in the gym. You weren't fucking about. So anyway, Clint Hill was doing his workout, and then Ferdinand walked in. There was about 3 or 4 of us, and he was like, "Right, lads, jump out the gym." I'm kind of like thinking he's at the fucking banter here, surely. And then we've like walked out, but he's no telling us to stop. Bowled at the gym. Got in the 21 change and he's a fucking prick, and I wait till I fucking see him fucking. I'm not shite myself ever again.
He wanted to jump at himself.
What? He just wanted. He didn't think that you should have been in the gym at the same time as the club captain.
Fucking mad. That, mate, innit?
Just him and Redknapp doing subs.
But to be fair, like we were fully thought it was like a wild thing to say, but we didn't say a word to him on the way out.
No,
like.
would you fuck?
By the way, the ultimate streets won't forget player, Adel Taarabt, man. He is.
He should be the poster boy for Player to Pro, innit?
100%. That is what we want. We just want Adel Taarabt.
He wouldn't play in the day's systems, wouldn't he?
No, probably not.
He would have, mate. He would have. He went to Benfica and played in a six.
He was a holding
midfielder. He was a holding midfielder, mate. He was a joke. He was.
Was he? He loved the snooze. He loved the snooze, didn't he?
He loved the snooze, mate. He used to steal all our snooze. He wasn't allowed snooze.
Who banned it at QPR?
Kevin Bond, I think, you know.
Bondi?
He Bondi?
It's a snooze. What's Bondi got against the snooze?
Bondi wasn't for... Bondi fucking hated the snooze. So Bondi banned it. and it was like a big fine.
Bandit. Fucking Bondi.
Bandit.
It was a big fine, mate, like a proper fine, no like a tenner. And so they'd hide all their snus in our change room and all that. But he was unbelievable. He would train with the bomb squad, so you'd have like a 21s group, bomb squad, and then the first team group. Mate, the bomb squad genuinely probably mid-table Premier League. Like it was like Taarabt, Wright Phillips, Andy Johnson, Luke Young, like Gary O'Neill, boys that have had incredible careers. So he was training with us, I think it was like a Wednesday. This was no long after I'd signed. And the Wednesday he was training with us, and the Thursday he went on loan to AC Milan.
Wow.
And I don't know if you remember it, his first game for AC Milan, he scored a goal like that one where he dragged it with the outside of his foot and then just past Napoli. It was Napoli was playing, we were all watching it like, well, we've just been training with him. Like, he was quite a rude guy though, in terms of like when you'd go out for food, like pre-season tour and that, he was, but hot player, mate. Like,
But he said he took your snus and you pulled him up and he got you full.
pulled him up for it because I had none left, and it was like, you shouldn't do snus. You're a professional athlete, you shouldn't do snus. That's terrible. But anyway, he stole my snus. So I bowled in the first team change room. I was like, Hull, Adel, you're on enough fucking dough to buy your own snus. Next morning I came in and my locker was rammed, mate, with snus. Like he'd bought hundreds of tubs of snus. He went, now I take snus when I want.
What a hero.
I like it for you though, bloke in the dressing room pulling him
But
up.
mate, it was when you couldn't buy it at the shop. You had to order it online. So you had none for about 5-6 days, mate. And then he just whipped my last one.
Mate, that must be so hard for a young player in that environment, mate. Ferdinand acting like that, you've got...
I didn't help myself though, mate. I didn't help myself. I just used to fly home. Like I said, the initial first 4 months, I was never in my flat, constantly travelling. I was either playing with the 21s, or I was in the first team squad training, and then picked up a wee injury when they were in the Premier League, mate. And there was months where I would fly home for...
Why?
I wasn't even homesick, mate. I just wanted to be with my pals. I just wanted to come home, and I was just like, I don't know, it was strange, mate. Strange, like you can't really put your finger on it. I remember when I moved down, everyone saying I was too young, mate. And then those first 4 months, mate, I was flying. And then when I wasn't playing, had a lot more spare time. Like, I was injured, and my routine for being injured was off Saturday, Sunday, in Monday, Tuesday, off a Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday. I mean, I could leave training on a Friday afternoon, be up the road, and get a first thing flight down on the Monday. But like, I would just love to like grab that wee 18-year-old that's stood in Heathrow Airport ready to go for a night out, and fucking why not in Edinburgh, and be like, lad, like, turn it in. Get your fucking act together. It's easy enough to say now that you're 30 years of age, but like, I just wasn't mature enough for it. So I don't blame anyone for it not working out. It was completely on myself that I never realised the opportunity I had. As much as everyone told me, this is a brilliant opportunity, I never really grasped that.
Were you homesick at Middlesbrough ever?
I used to drive him all the time.
Did you, mate?
Me and Boydie. Me and Chris Boyd, every Tuesday, Saturday.
What would you do? Who would drive you?
Every time.
Would
We Golf R32 used to razz it up the road, man.
What would that be?
What would you get in the garage? What would you get in the garage?
About 3 hours.
3 hours.
About 8 packets of MacKays.
Would you?
Fucking 4 ripples. Oh, mate.
What's his diet like?
Oh, terrible, man. But he would openly tell it. He went on a diet. And he had a beast. He had a beast for ages. And then he went back just to being his normal self and just went back to scoring goals. But I was the same as you. Like, even when I was there, I was up the road every second weekend. Every home game, I'd be up the road.
Were you homesick?
Never.
How old were you when you went down the road?
21. Loved it, mate.
Did you ever think...
I never went up the road once.
But then you'd been used to it coming to Glasgow when you were
I was
younger.
away from house since I was 15. But I couldn't believe, like, they'd need to tell you what to do, mate.
Aye.
It's fucking floating about.
Do you know, I think, but you kind of, at that age, it's better if somebody is on you.
Of course, mate.
Innit?
Mate, I would have times where I would go up the road, like, see if I was doing there, I wouldn't like majorly miss Glasgow, but see when I would come up the road, I'm not going back.
Aye, mate, that was me as well, mate.
Generally didn't want to go back every time.
Mad, innit? Mate, I would make up that we were training so I couldn't go up the road. I had somebody up here and I was like, you coming up the road? And I was like, we're training Sunday, man. Obviously you were off. But just to stay down there and go out.
Oh,
I was the
brilliant.
same, mate. See, like, sat in Edinburgh Airport, like, a couple of times I was like, nah, I'm not getting on this fucking flight back to London, mate. But like, why,
It can
mate?
be a lonely place, can it?
Aye, like...
See, especially after a bad game and that, your head was fucking gone.
but also you're coming up the road to go on a night out with your pals.
That's it, mate.
That's such what it is. So when you're going back, you're like, I just want to stay.
Were you homesick at MK Dons?
No, I mean, Carol just used to have a fucking laugh all the time.
But you weren't even playing and you weren't even bothered?
No, I wasn't playing. I was buzzing after that, but I never played in it. But I never really, I was like you, I just loved being away from home. But as I was saying, he just didn't,
Would you go out back? Because obviously then I go out a lot now. Would you go out there?
No.
But you just sit in your
in the flat
hotel?
myself, speaking to Carol's on the phone, having a
Mate,
laugh
see,
with him.
considering you're my age, right? And I was thinking like going out every weekend. I've never ever remember you in a nightclub in
didn't go out,
Glasgow,
mate.
honestly.
That's the thing that annoys me because I used to get a lot of people say, oh, you wasted this or you wasted that, you were out all the time steaming and you love a night out because obviously the Amsterdam thing, they just sort of tag you with that. I was a bit of a freak, mate. But what I'm saying is I didn't really enjoy it. You know what I mean? And just like, you still call me a freak to the day.
So what would you do on your Saturday? You'd probably like play snooker or something there.
FN.
Mate, I went out to him on Saturday, what you doing? Because I was out and I was like, you want to come out? And he's like, sent us a picture that I've been playing Football Manager for 8 hours on a Saturday night.
That's good, that, mate.
Single guy.
Aye, but it's more...
It's taking over your life, isn't it?
It's
Who
more
are you
as in-
managing?
I'm Spurs now, Brighton sacked me, but...
Well, you got sacked with Brighton, but got the Spurs job.
There was a...
He doesn't play for me, his team bashes it.
Oh yeah, long ball.
Oh, no, direct,
Yeah.
aye.
Direct
Big winger
style.
play.
Don't mind that.
But it's more for my brain, it's not really, it's no more than that, it's more for my mind. I like just sitting there for hours and just staring at it.
Why do you like going out?
I don't know. I really don't know why I don't.
Do you go out much now?
No.
Mate, I couldn't. I'm what you were at that age. Like, I couldn't think any worse than it. I like dread the Christmas nights out because I'm like, fucking need to stand in a boozer for 2 days.
I think a lot of players are like that now, don't it? Players don't really go out now, do they?
Nah. If it's like Christmas dues away, like we went to Copenhagen last year, mate, it was unreal.
Mate,
honestly.
we've talked about maybe doing that. There's a few. I think there's another team that's going there as well. I won't name them, but mate, because I mind seeing like if I ever would go out in Glasgow, I would bump into you and that sometimes, and like, God, I was out every weekend, mate.
Who's the player in your career that you played that loved the night out the most?
Would you put yourself
Played
in
with?
that? Did you love a night out?
You'd be on a right.
I was the one that if anyone was going out, they would ask me and I'd be
You're
there.
still like that though, you
I love it.
you love going out, don't
Remember
you?
Leroy Lita?
Yeah.
Most nights out or best nights out.
No, just would always love going out. Bobby Petty.
Aye, we met him out, remember?
Still doing it?
Still doing it, mate.
We
Loved
met
it.
him, didn't we, remember, in that pub?
DJing,
What a laugh at that night, the
That was
conversation we
funny,
had with him.
Big Torchlight tonight out.
Aye,
Tosh now,
congratulations,
Dundee
Lewis
boys.
Tosh, you said he's new wee boy, wee Wayne. Go on,
You
Lewis.
need to explain to everyone who Lewis Toshin is.
Poor that.
That's
It
poor.
was poor that. But he was a youth internationalist for Scotland. He played with
Aye, played with Celtic and all, made his
30
debut,
caps for the under 21.
But he made that, came on with Aberdeen, made his Celtic debut.
Did he?
A big name,
that,
big name that. But
Aiden
congrats.
loved the night out. He wouldn't mind me saying.
So this is my point, right? So you, like yourself, people go like, I wish I could go back in time and go, I'm going to change the way I was. I didn't. I maybe went out too many nights out. Aiden went out.
Aiden was out constantly,
Nah.
mate, and he'd be like ripping the Champions League up. I remember being in Aiden's house Saturday night till like all hours Sunday morning and played like AC Milan or something on the Tuesday night and he was fucking unreal.
I don't think going out's the problem. Like, I think it was more like, because I didn't go out in London. Like, I was in London for, I think, 18 months and I think I had 2 nights out in London. But it was more so the going up the road. Like, when I'd go up the road and then I'd come back. So when I was at training from Monday to Friday, all I was thinking about was that flight back up the road. So like when I was actually, see if you could go back up the road. So you probably did it well. So you probably went up the road. Then when you came back, you would dial into training during the week and you ended up...
travel though, innit?
Aye.
Like you're saying you're getting up at 5 a.m. for a flight to London to train on a Monday morning. Do you know what I mean? It's
But
like,
see if I'd been going up the road, but then training really hard, but like I was injured, mate, like leaving at like 12 o'clock. Loved getting a Domino's, mate, like mentally. We had the best of food. The Wales chef was the chef at QPR, mate. The food was frightening. And I'd bomb the lunch off, go home and order a Domino's. And my old man, because my old man was like helping me with my money so he could see all my bank statements.
The dad loves money, doesn't he?
Phoning me 1 month and going, nah, you've done about 260 quid on Domino's this month. Is everything all right? Fucking mental, man.
That is unreal. Right, lads, just quickly time for a shout out for our betting partners, SBK, and their unbeatable new features. Their new Aka Boost is a game changer, giving you even more value on every football accumulator you place, Andrew.
and that's not all. Their brand new social betting feed lets you tap into the betting wisdom of the app's sharpest minds, including us, Slaney boy.
Yes,
You can find all of our weekly picks and coupons right there in the app. So get downloading it and set up an account. 18 plus, please gamble responsibly.
And then you came back with for Dundee United, mate. Why Dundee United?
I think it was the sort of best option I had. The manager had come in at QPR and he had said that your time was up and I was desperate to come back up the road.
Who was it? Who was the QPR manager that came in?
Chris Ramsey.
Oh, Chris Ramsey, right.
And he just, I barely spoke to him, to be fair, and then went back for pre-season that summer. I had a year left of my deal and my gear was not at my locker. Said to the kit man, I was like, where's my gear? Name taken off everything. And he was like, like, you're at the Concord Club, which was like 3 miles, and that's where the under 18s trained.
Oh, that's a low one, man.
I know. Strange that you would do that to an under 21 though, eh? Like, take their stuff out their locker. Like, you'd think you'd do that with like experienced pros, but anyway. Just went in and chatted to his office and he said, listen, like, we think that there's youth players that have got a bigger future, so you can assess your options. And then Dundee United popped up, 3-year contract, back up the road, good club. But I struggled, mate.
That Jackie McNamara?
Jackie Mac. But he
You
got
see that when your locker gets changed. So we had a boy at Dundee that they got made to get changed on the fridge for a full year.
On the fridge?
He had a locker, and then obviously we made a new sign, and he's like a younger boy. And the kit man was like, you're going to get changed like round about the fridge area. So he'd put his jeans over the fridge. But every time anyone walked the water, they would just fuck his jeans on the floor. He just got...
That's fucking evil, that lad. That is
I
fucking
used to be
evil,
in
mate.
tears watching him get changed for the fridge.
Yeah, my milk off at the fridge.
Oh, incredible. Sorry, I had a nightmare at United, mate.
Just well, Jackie Mac got sacked, I think, maybe 5 or 6 games in. There was that whole thing, remember, that came out about how he had been involved with like player sales, but like there was nothing in it. Basically, there was, I think,
Your dad was doing the money.
he was on, I think he was on 10%, Jackie was on 15. They figured something out. But then Paatelainen came in, and mate, we were just like, I think about 35 different players played for Dundee United that season. Do you know that? At one point, me, Bits and Charlie, they were like my good pals, and we worked out that we could have made like 3 different 11s. Went down, we were like 17 points adrift at Christmas. Got relegated, then Paatelainen got sacked, so to 3 managers within the first year, partly down to me, like I'm not gonna, and then Ray McKinnon came in, and to be fair, he gave me a chance, so played the pre-season, did alright in pre-season, started off the season, mate, and fucking confidence, mate, like you talk about, like I was playing against Dumbarton on a Saturday, I couldn't sleep on a Friday night,
Nervous wreck.
just like, mate, I'd be up thinking about their striker. I still remember his name, mate, Fleming. Do you remember them?
Mate, I played with Gary Fleming.
Big unit.
Mate, Gary Fleming, when we were a young boy, right?
I've never met him, mate.
He was big, wasn't he? So Gary Fleming was one of them,
mind.
you'd be doing the warm-up, mate, and you'd be running around and he'd go, do you want a chew? I bet I what? And he'd take a packet of chutes in his pocket and he'd hand it chutes in the warm-up.
Aye, well, he was terrorising me. I couldn't sleep, mate. He was right there. That's what, mate, I was gone, mate, completely, like, confidence shot to bits. I was on Twitter, I was a wee arsehole, arguing back with fans. We got relegated. I remember, this is fucking terrible. Like, could you imagine a player doing this? But like, we got relegated and I was going to beef with my pal, so put a picture up and a fan tweeted me back saying like, fucking embarrassing, club relegated, you're away with your pals. And I went, you keep buying your season ticket, I'll keep going on my summer holidays.
Oh, that was
Wow.
Terrible, mate. Like, I cannot believe
I
that.
remember United fans hating you, mate.
Hated me, mate, but nay winner. I was shite on the pitch and then I'd have a nibble with them on Twitter as well. Remember the media officer phoning me like, fuck, but I was in IV for like that. Shut up, mate. All my jollies. But just a wee arsehole, mate. Proper wee arsehole.
But that all comes through that insecurity, doesn't it?
100%, mate. A bravado. And then like, but in the background, I wouldn't sleep the night before playing against Dumbarton because I was just like, and then the games, mate. I've game against Rafe, I've gone to kick out for a throw in. Hit off the corner flag, bang, went the other side, and my boy ran in and scored in that like fucking full stadium. Like 21, mate. Like, I didn't know where the fuck to look. Came on against St Mirren, they were 5 minutes away from a clean sheet record. Big Dickers is going to throw one down the line. And mate, you think I'm making this up? This is God's honest truth. Shelled one inside, I've gone to just melt it. Missed the ball. John Sutton ran through, scored, clean sheet record, fucked. It couldn't, anything that could have gone wrong went wrong. Won the game 2-1. But like, still, my Twitter could press my like notification button, mate. They go, the fans slaughtering me.
Do you think that's made you a stronger person now, though?
100%, mate. It was probably I needed it. I was a wee arsehole, like I said, like thought I was a wee bit of a wee ticket, come up from London, had my move early, was on decent dough at a young age, and just thought like I'd cracked it. And then within 18 months, sort of 2 years, I'd gone from being sharing a changing room with the likes of people that were talking about full internationalists to no club, mate. Paid up for Dundee United, and mate, you think that phone's going to be like, I'll go there, I've got options here. Mate, I sat in my bed on a Wednesday morning. I'd been in Milk Tuesdays in Edinburgh the night before, Blotto, mate. And I remember my big brother coming through and being like, get a fucking grip of yourself, mate. And wee Robbo from Inverness was like, got fucking, I swear it was buttons, mate. A lot less than what part-time players are getting paid now. He says, that's all I've got. And I said, fuck it, last chance saloon, I'll go up to Inverness. Went up. He was this Hearts legend, hero, old man gone with him, like a house on fire. Old man just again sorting all the dough, contracts and that. And then, but that was like, so if I ever get the chance to like speak to young boys who are like flying and that, mate, that can change like that real quick, mate. I was like top of a Premier League club in England to then being without a club and no options, like. So, wee Rob always says it took me off the football scrap heap and saved my career.
Brilliant. People didn't realise how quickly it can go. I've always said it. I was in the final of getting the championship in England, mate. 2 years later, playing with Peterhead, delivering kitchens.
But and then see, the thing that winds me up is that players do like podcast things like this and speak in the press and what to blame managers and what to blame clubs, and mate, I did the same. I blamed Paatelainen, I blamed McKinnon, I blamed the Dundee United fans. Mate, it was call it a day with them.
Yeah.
I was a wee arsehole, mate, that had no idea of what he was doing and what damage he was doing to his own career. And it took me moving to Inverness. That was, if I'd have moved anywhere else, if I'd have signed with a Livi and stayed in Edinburgh and just kept going out with my pals all the time, I'd have just chucked football at probably around 23, 24. But see, going up there and getting taken out of that environment, and then just like Inverness was just unreal, mate.
What a place. Well, it was not finished with Dundee United, but we'll come on.
Sorry.
I can't remember this at all, but Gav Gunning picked
Mate,
the ball.
you didn't remember it?
I don't remember it either.
Mate, during the game, I think he'd been in the press that he'd kind of wanted to leave Dundee United at the time. Am I right in saying that?
Were you there?
We'd been relegated, like.
Oh, that's what I thought it was.
We were down.
Mate, he just picks the ball up during the game and just walks off.
Mate, he got done in though, because he was injured. So he was...
I know, but just kick the ball out.
Aye, but mate, he was like, his knee was hanging off. I think I was on the bench, that's why they were like, no, you need to carry on. But he was trying to get off, and they wouldn't sub him, or they wouldn't even send the physio on. So he just picked the ball up, and then walked in the tunnel. Gav was like a great guy though, like...
Funny.
Mate, good player, you know, Gav Gunning, like... Left tabber, good player.
I don't remember that
Does he get battered for that, I take it?
He took a wee bit of the heat off me. I was gutted when Big Gav left, man.
Was he a funny boy, Gav Gunning?
All the boo boys left him and then started fucking battering me. I couldn't even warm up at Tannadice without getting leathered. I swear to God.
I was the same at Dundee.
Aye.
Horrible, innit?
So did nobody know, obviously from the outside, that he was injured? They just thought he just
Mate, you need to YouTube it.
Watch this, mate. He picks the ball up and then like it's like Miles' story. I think is it Shinnie that's playing with Inverness? He's got to like get a press on. And he's picked the ball up and Shinnie's like, what the fuck's he doing? Like, and then Story's like, what's going on now?
Does any of the players say it, like his own players say it to him?
Nah, mate, the change room was, mate, like, just a fucking mental, mate.
Was Gav Gunning funny?
Genius, mate.
Have
you played one?
No, but I've heard stories about him. Heard he's off it.
Oh, aye, like, so we were, I told you this when you came into the stadium. I don't know if it went out on the thing, but we were on a day session. I don't know what we were doing out. And Gav won a coupon, but like a fucking shopping list. I think it was for about 700 quid. He's collected it. So he's got like 700 quid in cash on him. When would you ever carry 700 quid about with you? We were in the Union in Dundee, which is like 3 floors, but you can like, think about the other floors and that. So me and him are in there, obviously getting kind of abused off these United fans. Gav's whipped out his fucking coupon and started throwing 20 notes at these students in the middle of the Union. Incredible, mate. He was so big time. He used to come in with like different coats and like he was... But
mate, you used to think about a pub in Lochie High Street, the Lochie Supporters Club, Sports Club. He used to sit in there and drink, just like a pure old man's boozer in Dundee. He'd be in there all the time drinking.
He was ruthless, mate. But it was just part of the culture at that club, mate. That was like, it was fucking mental.
You're obsessed with Mixu Paatelainen, aren't you?
Aye, but is he just used to know just going at all?
Nah, do you know what?
He's just don't get on the top.
Paatelainen did...
You're obsessed with Mixu Paatelainen. How can you be obsessed with Mixu Paatelainen? He's such a... Sorry about any of
Nah,
it.
you're good,
The
mate. You're
relationship
good.
with
You're
Mixu.
I struggled, mate. Like, I think I was, again, like I say, I was probably quite a hard character to deal with at that time. And he, one thing I would say though is he sometimes he could have protected you maybe a wee bit more. Right. As a younger player, I thought, like, there was time that we played Hibs in the semi-final of the Scottish Cup and actually battered Hibs that day. And I picked up a hammy and came off, and there's like a picture of him and he's screaming at me on the side of the pitch because I went down injured but was on a booking and the referee came over and was like, see, if you don't get off the pitch, I'm going to send you off for a second booking. But they didn't have the sub ready, so the physio's telling me fucking stay down. But then I've got the ref saying, if you don't go off, I'm going to send you off. So I'm like, well, obviously I need to go off the fucking pitch. So as I'm going off the pitch, he's screaming at me to go back down. And I'm saying back to him, he's got to send me off. So there's a picture, he's got his arm up and then I've got my arms up. And we got sent off at St Johnstone one game as well, but we won the game. And we were like, all the boys came in, obviously we just won at St Johnstone, down to 10 men buzzing. And I'm like, fucking brilliant, boys, love that, fucking love that.
And you'd just been sent off?
Aye, and he's like, you sit down, don't celebrate. And I was like, fuck, sorry. So maybe, but he, just like, I think if there'd been any manager at United at that point with that squad, they'd have struggled.
So I got relegated?
We got relegated by about, I think we went down with about 4 games to go, mate.
Oh,
so bad.
Their fans can turn Dundee United fans, mate, can't they?
Any fans can, mate.
Any fan.
But they're a big club, mate, God.
But we were actually speaking earlier, weren't we? I think as a club, if you were playing, like, see the way that they're going now, there's like the last couple of years they've had, they're probably no many better places to play your football. Like, they're so passionate about their football up there, so.
Tannadice's brilliant. I love playing at Tannadice. Yeah.
Aye, so they are.
Great stadium.
Aye.
Yeah, played there.
I played there.
How far?
What? Although, and atmosphere was hostile, I thought.
Right, check that.
Aye.
You don't need to check it at all.
What was your score?
What? You won a second.
You've not played, have you?
I believe you, I think.
Have you played there?
I've just played the wee Astro outside it.
Got it!
You'd have heard it.
But that's
Yeah, you'd have heard it.
SPL game? What SPL grounds did you play at under Motherwell?
Tynecastle. That's wild, mate.
I know that. What else?
Rugby Park. Is it McDermott Park? You could be around
How many games you play Motherwell? You could be around. How many games you play Motherwell?
They'll just stay away from him.
I can't remember the mate, but no bad amount. But Tosh, mate, you said on the day in the life, one of the funniest teammates you've had. We need some stories from him, don't we? Because you're not having this, are you, at all with Tosh?
Are you pally with Tosh?
Tosh was younger than me, wasn't he? But we grew up like 5
but
minutes
you're
from each
both
other.
low-key boys. Are you low-key?
He's not lucky either, mate. He stays in me in a cell. Same as me.
So he needs to stop singing that daft low-key song that he sings all the time.
He hangs a bit lucky quite a bit too, doesn't he?
Aye.
Celtic fan of him.
What, are you not having Tosh?
No, good guy. I've known it. He was a young kid at Celtic when I was there. He first came. I know he's down on that really well. Great guy.
He told a story. I don't know if you've said this story about is it Chris McCart, Jamie McCart's dad? The strawberries one.
What is that?
Has that story ever been told on this?
Never. Tell it.
How no, mate? Can I say that?
Of course you can.
Say what you like.
This could go bad, eh?
No.
I'm pally with Jamie, but Jamie won't mind.
No, it's not. I think
So Tosh used to say the story. He was at Lennoxtown with a bowl of strawberries. And Chris McCart just came up to him and went, strawberries, eh?
It just kept staring at him.
So Tosh, like, anything Tosh would do, like if it was ever awkward, Tosh would just go, strawberries, eh? And then he ended up signing with Inverness and Jamie McCart was still there.
What did you and Tosh do together? You
FM.
have a night together in the flat. You stayed together, didn't you?
We stayed with each other up in, is it Rosyth or Kilsyth?
Kilsyth.
Kilsyth.
Rosyth.
Where's
Fucking
Rosyth?
Dunfermline. Played with Celtic, staying in Dunfermline.
Kilsyth. So we stayed in a wee flat up there. We used to go to a hotel pub called the Coachman. With a few nights there. Got ourselves into a bit of trouble and again.
What was the trouble?
No, I can't mention it. I really can't because it.
How no?
Because I'll tell you half there. But then me and Tosh stayed in my house, in the family house. Tosh stayed in my room. I had stopped playing at this time and Tosh was still playing, so I've obviously given my bed because he still had his career to go.
And you slept on the couch?
Slept on the couch for
Yeah, do you know what's funny, right? So when I was with Tosh, when you obviously rose to stardom.
Oh, were you by him at that point?
Tosh would try and phone him. you would just fucking bomb it. He never got through you.
Des does it now, he patches him now.
Aye.
Tosh
would be like, I would be like, you're no mates with him, like, you're no pally with him. I'll watch this, I'll phone him. Never answered. Never.
I mean, how bad am I on a phone? I never get back
Don't
to
meet
people.
all the time.
Mate, did you bump into
Stop
him?
phoning
See
us.
that Munich away thing?
Mate, that wasn't.
Was that random?
Wasn't staged.
Imagine him, mate. Sure loves Celtic, mate.
I love Celtic.
Oh,
didn't
loves Celtic.
you? Him and Dom Thomas.
You, what, are you a Hearts man?
Well, grew up a Jumbo, but I'm a Falkirk fan now.
Oh, no bad.
He's
no
never
bad.
told us, you know, he made James Forrest crash his motor.
Did you?
Aye,
How have you never told that story?
no. Can't be telling that.
Tell it.
Can he?
Aye.
Fucking get into trouble with it.
Bevid.
No, it wasn't bevied. No.
What happened?
No. Just smashed into the back of somebody with the ice, right down. Pressed
So
his
how the
foot
fuck?
into the- I know, there's no story to that, mate.
But how you getting him into trouble?
How are you? in
No,
trouble?
because he took me home. Obviously, I couldn't drive at the time. So he took me home and then...
But he didn't want to take you.
Didn't want to take me home and I took him the route, he took my house, tried to stop and then right into the
Not
back
your
of
fault, because it
I know,
happened
it's
to
not my
fucking
fault.
anyone.
He's blaming himself for. you left your in bed to let Lewis toss and sleep in it?
I stopped playing. Obviously, my career was done. He's still his Celtic career to go, so I'm thinking, right, we've still got a chance us two here. With Wannies to go and make it. So I gave him my bed and I slept on the couch. Nice sat me in it.
Were you well when he made his debut? Were you obviously?
No, I wasn't in the squad that night.
Who did he play against Dundee?
In Aberdeen. I won via Aberdeen. That was me, him, who else made it? Joe Chalmers made it. One of the best.
It's a bad time in Celtic's history, that, innit?
Fuck, innit?
Another great
Bad
guy
time
though.
in Celtic's history.
Joe boy.
Aye,
That sums
Joe
you up as a guy though.
It's nice that,
Somebody
innit?
your own
I know,
bed, mate.
kids somebody's in
You're
bed.
right.
That's a nice touch, that, mate.
How was it? How was Willo Flood at Dundee United?
Good, mate.
Good guy, isn't he?
Aye,
Really
Willow's
like
a
Willo.
great guy, mate.
Aye.
He lost his seat that playoff. He got sent off.
What did he do?
And the camera was on him.
He just kept
and
kicking
started,
everyone, didn't he?
"Fuck off."
Wee Stewie for Family Guy, innit?
Raj, like,
Aye.
proper, like,
Aye, crap.
lose the head, mate. And, like, red mist would... Some of his tackles in training were the worst
He's a
I've seen,
dirty wee
mate.
bastard, Willo.
Aye.
He's on my Mount Rushmore for open goal stories, mate.
What, the
What,
one
the
with
one
the-
with the telly?
The robber
How
with the
good's that?
telly. One of the
Just
best stories of all time, mate.
You know that, sonny?
Nah.
Well, you got robbed, didn't
He
It's
gets
like you getting up your bed, mate. He helped somebody out with the telly that was
Aye.
robbing his house.
Aye. He got robbed and the guy was just taking all the laptops, not having he could grab, and he turned around and looked at the telly and said, "He's a homer at half a walk." I mean, Willo,
Mate, what'd you do though if the boy's got a knife?
Oh,
I'm
you're dead.
right up with the telly, no worries, mate. Where you wanting that?
fucking left half a walk.
What you got to do? Just get the telly.
Best ever, man.
That is so good, innit? Blair Spittal as well, good guy.
Aye, great guy. Still really proud of Spitz. Buzzing to see how well he's done with his career. You know, Spitz was like at Ross County. So Spitz was on here, wasn't
Aye, he's on
Aye.
it, huh?
he? Spitz was bombed like properly in the running squad. So there would be 3 or 4 boys that weren't involved with training, and Spitz would be running by himself at the side of training at Ross County, and went on loan to Thistle, then tore his hamstring and came back, and mate, Yogi just took a proper shine at the Spitz. And then Yogi lost his job, Malky MacKay came in, and see the change in Spitz that summer. Like Spitz came back, Spitz was always a wee bit like chirpy Spitz, innit? Like,
Aye.
but he wasn't like, because I've obviously known Spitz since he was about 20 years old, but see in terms of like training that, mate, like Spitz probably when we were younger, like wouldn't have shouted at me for like giving the ball away, mate. And I remember like giving the ball away the first couple of weeks in pre-season and mate roaring at
On
me.
you.
But and I was like, taken aback, but like, and then mate, that just took his game to like, and he was Ross County's best player, went to Motherwell, did really well, ended up at Hearts, so good things happen to good people. I really like Spitz, so delighted to see him doing well
Mad
at
that all these
Hearts.
boys have had so much. Like there was a time where they were not doing great. Eh? I'll hope for you, yet, mate.
Think so?
Come
in the
back.
restaurant,
Get
you
another
getting a job
comeback.
in the restaurant?
You want a job in the restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
But he's probably thinking, what, driving back up that A9? Don't know if any of you have drove that A9, but it's a fucking horrendous road. Tore hamstring, been bombed on loan to Thistle, injured, like thinking, fucking hell, where's
where am
my
I
career gone? And within 3-4 years, he's playing at the 3rd biggest club in the country. So
Amazing.
Pitch raging, like.
The 3rd biggest club in the country. Have you been to big Hearts games?
I've been at loads of Hearts games, mate.
Have you?
I was brung up a Jumbo, mate, and no, like, I was at the 98 Cup final when I was 3 years old, mate. So, like, do you know what I mean? Can't really remember anything else.
Were you there when he scored against Hibs?
Nah, I missed that, and I missed the derby the weekend after, because he's beat them at Hay, and then beat them at Hampden in the semi. Aye. So, mate, it's something that will be part of my life once I finish playing football.
What, you go and watch Hearts?
Oh, 100%, mate. But
You're a Falkirk fan, though?
nah. my Jambo. So what? See the big thing is, right, that you obviously like it's no fashionable to support football teams when you play football,
mate.
because like you've probably had it.
I say this to people all the time, right? So say I'll use Motherwell for example, right? If I'll say to a Motherwell fan, if you started playing football next week, would you stop supporting Motherwell? You've been a Motherwell fan all your life,
mate. We played Hearts last year in the League Cup, right? And there was Falkirk bloody podcasting, like Twitters and that, going, oh, do you think Big Coll will be trying his best? Because, mate, do you know when I play Hearts, right? See, when I grew up, all I ever wanted to do was play for Hearts. So see, when I play Hearts, I'll be trying way harder.
So you could try and get a move there?
No, because it's like proving to myself that I was never good enough to play for Hearts. Like I played for Tynecastle Boys Club. See, if you're good at Tynecastle Boys Club, you go to Hearts. I went to Livi because I wasn't good enough to go to the Hearts youth system. So I've got, like, when I play Hearts, it's at a point to prove me. And see my wee brother, see the look on his face when we scored that second goal last year and I was running down, mate. You've got a video, I'm like that to the wee brother, like that, get it up.
Was he in the Hearts end, obviously?
Nah, he was in the Falkirk end, but like choking because we've beat them. So like, it's a complete myth. I remember all the fallout for you scoring against Rangers last year, and like whether you disagree or agree with what you did, like the fact that people genuinely believe you would try less.
The fact they scored.
You fucking scored.
Broke your neck to get in it.
Like
we were actually saying this a couple of weeks ago, just in the changing room. See the last 2.5 years at Motherwell, we've played Rangers. I can't remember exactly now because it's off the top of my head. We played Rangers like 6 or 7 times and lost once. Lost once or twice, sorry.
It's incredible considering you're no trying.
Twice at Ibrox, drew with them twice. But our record's fucking brilliant.
And you've not been trying the full time.
I know we tried.
Like Handy,
So imagine if I did try.
You like Handy, didn't you?
Aye.
He's like a bit Andy or Steve McGinn.
Oh, Steve McGlynn.
McGinn, innit?
Does McGinn join in?
He has, aye. He's been low on numbers. Mate, do you know what I said to him the other day? He came off training, right? And it was the same when he was coming, because there was a couple of training sessions, because McGinn's classmate, like another one that when I played with him, didn't really know much about him, but when I played, I was like, you can tell why he's had the career he's had. And it'd be a couple of sessions in his last year where he was really, really good, and he'd have this wee look in his eye where he'd be like, I've got another year in me. Mate, and he trained the other day, right? And he was, I never actually watched it, but he came off training. I went, you've got that fucking look in your eye again.
Let's take it back.
Are
you for or against coaches joining in?
If they're that age and that capable for if you're fucking...
You join in?
I join in, Scotty Allen joins in. He's a good addition. He joins in.
Is he a joke? Aye.
It's good.
Oh,
no, he's good. He's good.
How'd you say?
I think it's brilliant for our boys that I thought Scotty would obviously, but he does all right.
That's like when you sign on, what's that new signing like? Ah, he's alright. Ah, he's a wank. Oh no, he's a wank. He's a prick. Oh no, he's a prick.
I was expecting him to be leaner.
Shows the standard high school, right?
That's what I'm saying. The boys should take that as a compliment.
Amazing, man.
But some of his passes are a joke. That one in between full back and centre back, he's got it unlocked.
100%.
Inverness, so John Robertson saved your career. Truly believe it.
I wasn't gone anywhere very fast, mate.
What was it that he done that?
I don't know, mate.
Confidence back.
I have no idea. Like I genuinely think that has any of you played for those Highland clubs? No. So mate, it's like nobody really care. You can get beat 4-0, go out. Nobody cares. Win 4-0, go out. It's like football's like a secondary thing up there. It's quite. I really enjoyed it, but he just was like, if you were good enough for QPR at one point, then you're good enough for me, and just gave me that real sort of sense of confidence. And then that's probably the best football I played. Like, I don't know, like we had a good side on a quite a small budget, but all similar lads. Sort of 23, 24, 25, up there, staying away from all your pals, so you become all mates. So I'd like Joe Chalmers, Sean Welsh, Sean Rooney. These are all pals that I'm still pals with now. Even like boys like throughout football that you maybe don't speak to as much anymore, we all still speak to each other all the time. So it was just I thoroughly enjoyed my football up at Inverness. I've not got much bad words to say about it.
Were you at Inverness when Paddy told the story about John Robertson doing a shite in the bus?
Mate, we were at when that came out on Open Goal.
So you were at Inverness?
Yeah, mate. And Rob was that type of gaffer, you could say that to.
Right.
So we were leaving one day, and we Welsh dog, Sean Welsh, fucking, there he goes, shite on the bus when he had the paper and that. But he'd heard about it. He's like, that's a lot of shite. I never used to do that whilst he was going for a shite. But he was his man management and like recruitment. And see, in terms of recruitment, mate, he could get boys up to Inverness for like 500 quid a week, mate, and finish 3rd and 4th in the champ, mate. You know, imagine that now. Like,
is he a good manager, mate? Huh?
Aye, really good, mate. His backroom staff was really good as well. We had Chipper as a first team coach, and then Scott Kelleher, who's the gaffer now.
Yeah.
He was the coach as well, mate. And they were like, they complimented Robbo really well. Robbo would take a lot of the game day stuff, and then Chipper and Kels would take a lot of training. But probably overachieved, mate, with what the team we sort of had. Pushed Dundee United 1 year for the league. No very hard, like. But
how was Collin Seedorf?
I never got on with him. How do you know that?
We've done a bit of research into it, and we've heard that you didn't get on with each other.
We just fallen out. We had a wee bit falling out with him a couple of
How did
times.
that happen?
Just moaned at him in training a lot. I'm quite moany, mate.
Right.
In training, like. And
What were you moaning about? Didn't you like his attitude? Or?
he was just a bit. He was a bit arrogant.
Right.
Just never really tried that hard, and like that's fucking cardinal sin for that. Me, like, you need to fucking try.
Was he one of them that thought he was a player because his dad was just purely on the fact that...
It was his uncle. No, he's
the research was good, man.
But mate, see at Inverness, you would get to the stadium, right, and then you'd drive like 30 minutes to like the edge of the... Mate, I swear to God, opposite was Norway. Like, it was fucking edge of the world, mate. So, and it was freezing. But like, see if I'm out there training, and you're not even trying, and you're on my team, and we're getting a doing, like... So we just fell out. And we actually conceded a goal against Dunfermline in the last minute. Nicky Clark scored in me Robo was like, who the fuck man was that? Whose fucking man was that?
Did you grass him?
Nah. He's like, whose fucking man was that? I'll watch a fucking video, I'll fucking see whose man it was. Balled out, right? He's going to watch a video and Seedorf's like, sorry guys, that was my man. I was like, fucking shite man. Came back in, he was like, that was me, it was me.
Was the Clarence, I know it's not his boy, you know, it's his nephew, but did he ever come and watch him play?
Nah.
Not interested?
I'm coming up to Inverness, mate.
Just remember Seedorf as a player?
Seedorf?
Aye.
Joke, mate.
Fucking unreal.
Joke.
I feel like I don't really remember him, man.
I remember.
Seedorf was
Because
unreal,
he was
mate.
I would definitely watched
Unreal.
him.
Mate, you're not saying Clarence Seedorf is overrated?
He's got some scary stat about like being the only player to win Champions League with 3
He's
different
like
teams.
3 Champions Leagues.
Real Ajax, SC.
Same player, really.
See, if
I don't really remember
Ian
much,
went on
mad.
and like moved abroad. Ian made a career. Would you go over and watch him?
The boy?
Your boy, yeah.
Have you got a boy?
Ian.
Aye. But it's a hard one because
What's it?
the missus is she's making it fucking hard for me. So I think it's affecting him, mate.
He'll be missing you.
I think he's missed
Started wetting himself, isn't he?
Huh?
Started wetting himself.
No, he's not.
16.
He's fucking he's for a stuffy stage, you know.
Hope you're alright, mate.
No, I'm alright, it's more him. Hopefully we'll get him back soon. Aye.
Is he alright?
Aye, right, aye.
Good. And then you went to Ross County after that? You just
Aye.
loved the Highlands, mate?
I did, mate. Do you know what? That was definitely part of the move to Ross County. That I just bought a house up there. Just got a wee dug and I was just so happy up there, mate. I'd got to like what you had got, like, I know you hate dugs, mate. Fucking weirdo. How can you not like dugs, mate? They're the best things in the world.
Is it so?
See, if you get beat
best.
6-0 or you win 6-0, you go in, they're in the exact same mood, mate.
Yeah, I
I
don't like
love
that,
my dug,
I'm
mate.
buzzing to see
Mate,
you.
so that's false personality.
100%.
But he's just
But
fucking
it's-
sound lad.
They kind of fake their personality.
I bet you want your dog to turn on you if you get beat like that, didn't you?
No. I don't mind that actually. Fucking embarrassing the day, that. Tish. State of you the day. That's what he said I was at United. Fucking boo, walking in the door, fucking boo.
Has Ian got a dog?
No, we're not allowed to get one.
What pet has he got?
Can't trust him.
He's got a pet, what is it?
Huh?
What's his pet?
Turtle. But I'm not. I'm going.
He's got a turtle.
Doesn't he fucking leave it alone?
But he went to it.
He doesn't leave it alone. No, I'm going to get a dog, mate.
I'd
got a dog, mate.
Honestly,
Have you got a dog?
no, but I'd love one. If I had to pick somebody who would shoot a dog more than anybody in the world, it's you.
100%.
Honestly, mate.
Just your wee companion.
What's the type of what dog would you recommend me to get, mate?
You need a wee one.
Get a wee small thing, mate.
Aye.
Get a wee small thing that you can just like, that's your wee neighbour, mate. Like that's you and like you and him.
Bonkers.
Train him
Calling
well.
it bonkers.
Take him to the tennis and all that.
But you like what's the sheepdogs you what is the name of them? Molly Collie? No, Border Collie. Molly Collie. Border Collie. I'd like a wee dog like that. Anyway, so
I don't think you can have a dog, mate. I'm not being horrible.
What, mate?
No,
I don't think you
It's
can
a
have
big
dog.
responsibility, like.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Nah.
you go Spurs and the dog go Arsenal.
So went to county, mate. Do you know what? I was really, really close to staying at Inverness. Just the chance to play Premier League football, that was the only real difference. Inverness, we couldn't get out that champ. Ross County were in the Prem and went there, and things didn't really work out the
Who
way
signed
that
your
I thought.
Kettlewell?
Kettlewell and Ferguson.
Was that joint manager thing?
It was, mate.
How was that strange?
I'd never had it before, and do you know what? I think it worked for them. They'd got up and they had a really good relationship in terms of like Ketts knew what he was good at and Fergie knew what he was good at. So Ketts would stick to what he was, but then COVID came just about 2 months later. So like I never really got a start. Played all right the first couple of games, and then COVID hit. So Berg became I think he's chief exec or whatever.
Strange, eh?
Ketts got the gig, and then Berg sacked his mate like 6 months later, and you're like, oh, that's a fucking hard one, isn't it? To be fair, we were struggling, mate. We were bottom of the league. I really like Kettlewell, mate. Like, I thought he was. Like you see, like in training that, mate. Like he drove standards and that. He wanted people flying into tackles and training that. That's a bit of me. Like it's old school, and maybe people disagree with it, but he was so intense, mate. And I like that. I like that, and he cared so much, mate. And he was just one thing and another. Probably signings myself didn't do well enough for him to keep him, and then the youngster came in and.
How much a hero is Yogi?
Aye, mate. Hero. He was my gaffer at Livi when I was a young boy.
Oh, was he, right?
Mate, he just used to turn the lights off in the change room, get the big fucking brush, mate, and just swing the brush round, mate. Clatter your head off in that, mate.
Your manager, mate.
Aye, mate. But see, in terms of on the game,
Oh, brilliant, mate.
clued up, mate.
Yeah.
Just like, but like,
Imagine
he
your
wanted
gaffer coming in with a
personalities,
broom,
mate.
mate. Imagine Mick at his coverage.
But he wanted to bring the personality in you. That's what he wanted. He wouldn't like.
Well, your head was off. Take your head off.
He used to always slaughter me because I was from North Berwick. So like, he would just always say, "Oh, there's Big Coll from North Berwick. Doesn't matter if he's a footballer. Fucking loaded. From North Berwick. Doesn't matter if he's fucking a footballer. He's fucking loaded." So like that was him, but it was clever, mate. Because then when I would be like, "No, I am going to be a fucking footballer. Doesn't matter if I'm like, I am going to be a footballer." So he came in, kept us up on the last day, and I thought he was going to be the gaffer, and then. Oh, strange up there, mate.
Was he still total football in Yogi, or did he change a wee bit?
Nah. She never played me. Fucking. Thought when he came in, I was like, brilliant. Because Ketts had actually dropped me, to be fair.
Right.
Wasn't playing great. Giving away a lot of penalties, mate. I went through a stage of just giving away pens. Like, constantly. Like, some of them weren't even my fault, but I gave them away. Like, I remember once Edward, against Celtic, I was about 5 yards away from him. Tilson fucking volleyed him. And it was all over Sports Sound, like Donaldson, or Sports Scene, Donaldson's dived in there again like the previous week, and I'm like, that's no fucking me. Like, come on. So, and then never played. But to be fair, he was always pulling me in his office and saying, see, like next season when I get the players in and I want to play the football I can play, then you'll play. Like, I know that's what you can. But never played for 3 months and then dragged me in the last 3 games of the season. And we won at Tannadice, beat Hamilton at home, and then beat Motherwell at Fir Park to stay up with a point. So we got 9 out of the last 9 points to stay up.
Wow.
So I was thinking, like, go away in summer, batter the pre-season, come in really fit. Malky MacKay was the gaffer. I'd spoke to Don Cowie in the summer, and he said, like, get really fit, come back. Came back, and then just was like, I'm going to be many opportunities for you here. So football. That was the way I dealt with that compared to how I dealt with Dundee United. So see, when I came in and Malky was like, you're not going to play many minutes, you're 27, 26, 27, you need to play, you need to go and play and play and play. I would have, when I was younger, gone, I was like, he's right. I need to go and play. So, I just wish I'd been like that.
It's mad, your career's only really got going, I know you had that year at Inverness with John Robertson, but it's only really got going under John McGlynn at Falkirk, really, isn't it?
Again, mate, that's the part of the recruitment. Like, a lot of people would have looked at my career and seen a lot of, like, failures in terms of, like, not failures, it's quite a drastic word, but, like, I've not really kicked on So like when I'd been doing well for Inverness, go to Ross County, can I kick on and keep, but never. And then I got relegated, went on loan to Dunfermline, so bombed for County, mate. And do you know what? See, to be bombed at a club like County, it's so much different to like Central Belt teams. So I would leave my house at 9 o'clock on a Friday morning and get home at Saturday at 10 o'clock. And I've only done an hour's training. Travel to an hotel, don't fucking play on the Saturday, back up on the bus 3 hours. And Malky had us in a lot of Sundays, mate. So I would be back in on the Sunday. And I was struggling, mate. Close to like, and then went to Dunfermline and got relegated. And that summer I was like,
back in your feet, that wasn't
you could wrap it, mate.
Swear, did you think about it? Huh?
Swear, mate. I was close. I was thinking, no, really, I kind of fallen out of love with football, mate. And then spoke to the gaffer, and probably if it had been anyone else, mate, I'd probably just said, nah.
What did he say to you when you met him? Can you remember? Did he speak about all your
aye,
past
mate. He did obviously referenced. I'd kind of kept in contact with him, like loosely, like one of those ones he texts every so often. And he just said, like, listen, this is going to be a big rebuilding project. You're one of the first people I spoke to. What do you think? I remember it being like League One. And I was obviously come for Ross County in the Prem and thinking, in League One, that's fucking hell, surely it'll be. But again, mate, Bone wasn't exactly going off the hook. Like, I was like, oh, do you know what? I know I will enjoy working for him. I've no enjoyed football for the past however long. Let me just go and enjoy it, see where it takes me. And ended up 4 years later, still grafting for him. So, again, grateful to him.
Brilliant story, that, mate,
It
innit?
is.
A bit of a love story, that.
A bit of a what?
A love story.
Him and McGlynn?
Just about him and Falkirk in general. It's brilliant to see where the both of you went.
But see if you'd have played in a team with a similar style to Falkirk earlier on in your career, do you think you would have had that in a successful career?
Mate, nah, I think there's a lot of contributing factors. I think my attitude was the biggest detrimental one to me. Maybe I thought when I signed with Jackie Mack liked that style, and that was why I was signed to play that style. But then, like, it doesn't matter if you can pass the ball through the thirds. If you can't defend, you're not going to be much of a centre half. So, made loads of mistakes, and just started doing a bit of youth coaching recently, and can see similarities to some of the things that I thought. Like now, like when you speak to centre halves, like young centre halves, all they talk about is like what hit diags and reverse passes through the thirds. And I'm like, I promise you, if our first team manager comes to watch you in a few years to get you on loan, even our manager that likes that way of football, first thing he'll watch for you is can you heat the ball? Can you defend? Do you want to defend? Have you got an appetite to defend? So, I don't think I'm not going to blame the style of play. It definitely suits me now, the way that we play, but I think good players can adapt to different situations.
He's been saying, what a talker, isn't he?
Really?
Fucking hell, mate. What is the future hold for you, mate? I know you've still got a good few years in the game left, but after that,
I'm not, mate. Do you know what? I've just started, like I just said, I've just started doing a bit of youth coaching, and I'm loving it, mate. Like, I've got such a appetite for it. Like, I get excited to go and coach, which is good. I'm just volunteering just now, but I'm not entirely sure. I've actually been doing. I got absolutely slaughtered for this. You'll love this. Been slaughtered off the boys and slaughtered off the coaches I've been coaching with. So we had a free weekend a couple of weekends ago, and Gaffer knows I'm a jambo, so Hearts were playing Motherwell at home, and he had a couple of director's box tickets, but much of the assistant gaffer couldn't make it, so he went, do you fancy going? And I was like, fuck it, like, Hearts, I'm going to go watch the game, watch Motherwell, like, intrigued to see how Motherwell play this new style, and so I took my notepad and that, done a wee bit of opposition analysis, and that, had like the gear on, because I had to
You and McGlynn?
Me and McGlynn.
Mate, I love that.
So I went and watched the game, mate, and I was, not just because Andy's here, mate, but that's one of the best performances I've seen at Tynecastle, and I'll include like the Old Firm in that, mate, like that first 60 minutes.
What was McGlynn saying? Was he loving it?
Aye, loves it, mate. He loves the way that Motherwell play, because she's like, that's everything that like we can do that. So like using it as an example, and like that's an argument against what's going on at Rangers just now. Because he's come in and done it within 2 months. So,
but like you say, I think the culture at Rangers, you made a great point earlier. I think the culture at Rangers needed to change first. Mate, I think you need to get that first, don't you?
The way that when somebody gets the ball and then he knows that he's to be there, and then if he moves in there, then he's going there, and mate, it was like And see, because you were that high up in the directors' box, I think it was the third goal? Was it the wee left foot just knocked into the left back?
Aye.
I think the gaffer was like, that's a brilliant goal. And like, even as like a Hearts fan, I was just like, that's fucking unbelievable. So
I like that, mate. Brilliant.
Maybe hopefully stay in football. Do you know what? A couple of years ago, I thought I would quite like to not have anything to do with football scene, just because of since about 17, 18, my full life's been football. And everything's built up to a Saturday at 3 o'clock. Yeah. And see, if you win it Saturday at 3 o'clock, it's a brilliant week. And if you lose, it's a shite week. So like, what would it feel like to shut your laptop on a Friday after a week's work and then open it back up on a Monday and your full weekend was none to do with your work? Whereas my work since 16 has just been my full life. Even in your off holidays, like you're off for like 2 weeks and then you get a programme sent through. But I think when I've worked in it for so long, you'll probably be the same. Like, you work in it for so long, like why just all of a sudden turn your back on it? Use these skills and expertise that you've picked up along the way. I've been so lucky to work with so many different managers and have that many different experiences that I feel like I could maybe offer something. But I'm not entirely sure what role. I don't want to be a gaffer, that's for sure.
Why not?
I just think like, mate, well, like it's just, again, you just end up being like a player, mate. Your full life would just be like, you win. Like, look at the pressure Martin's under. Like, mate, can he be having a good time now, mate? So.
Well, Donaldson.
Different
class.
class.
Brilliant.
Thanks for having me, lads.